wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, but I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude's pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the gray poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Gang in the building. We in this thing.
Good job. Man, I'm no D. I've been missing out all these games, and I'm like, Lee, I've been. So I talked to my girlfriend, and I'm like, Sundays, football season, and she looked at me and she said, "Okay." So I'm there, automatic, all day Sunday, no worries. Forget about it.
Sunday
is reserved for most of those, right? They reserve it for God and football. There's some. It's all football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
I get home and I
It's
go,
like
oh,
football,
they're on.
all football.
Oh. She's
Let's
like, you can
go.
go on. Okay, I can.
Here's about to
I'll
tell
put
your
the
other
hit
half you're
now.
you're
No,
emotionally and
later.
mentally not
I'll
available for
go.
7 hours.
Well, you know what? By the grace of God, you have turned into another live edition of Away Your Game. Yes, and like my man the Catman said, we're almost to real meaningful Sunday football. We're like weeks away. I've been having fun watching preseason.
Fuck. You know, it's interesting. I can tell you one thing. Then that Jets offensive line looks mighty good, man. I'm all about that. Fucking first rounder. He's not overly impressive, but the continuity now, just from tackle to tackle, the fucking line
The
looks
coaching
good.
staff is the change. I think it's the coaching.
No, it's everything, Lee. This is how an organization is supposed to be built. See, your Chargers, they're gonna still fall short, whereas the Jets are gonna get back into the finale.
Ooh.
Talk about it.
See, I don't know who we're gonna beat, but
let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. Bet a T-shirt.
Let's go Jets. Jets.
Hey, bet me a Peacock T-shirt. Come on, who's gonna have a better record?
Man.
We'll
Honestly,
figure out a bet in Vegas.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that'll be a perfect opportunity. Because I'd like to see what the Chargers' actual offense looks like. We haven't seen the whole team out there. Keenan Allen's an addition that we need to see on the field with the rest of the gang. I want to know what Keenan Allen's involvement's going to be. I'm kind of nervous a little bit about letting Donkey cut chairs.
Okay, I thought about this.
If this guy could stay on the field, we're going to see distribution around the field. That's for sure.
In Georgia, Ladd played. He was the Z. Georgia. He was the Z over there. So like he can't play on the perimeter, and he was like a 50-50 guy. You know what his check this out.
You're
when I
playing
say 50-50, I mean like 50-50 on the
But he played
perimeter.
with Brock Bowers too, though. It was probably the Brock Bowers issue too, though.
Because you got to go big package 12 personnel. But okay, so now check this out. He played Z, right? And you know who his comp was coming out of college into the NFL, and this guy is a perfect example of what it can be if he's not going to be predominantly thought. Emmanuel Sanders. Remember Emmanuel Sanders? He was like a 50-50 guy. He's out. He's on the perimeter. He's in the slot. It's like, and he was everywhere. So
that doesn't bode well for our dynasty shares. I mean, that was a model.
And it also doesn't bode well for the fact that while they have a healthy running game, their passing pie is very small. Their passing pie is small.
The other thing is though, like Lag gonna present bigger plays than what Keenan do. Keenan is right now at his career, all he doing is extending.
He's a slot guy.
Right.
I'm still though, we can get around that. I mean, we got Greg Roman. We've seen what the young bull commanded. 80 fucking receptions, bro, on 100+ targets.
They do have a problem. Trey Harris is a concern. He's dropping balls, in camp, and it's a concern.
It's because it's a different size and it has a different look because there's no stripe. The visual is different. And unless you repetitively do something over and over and over like Trey Harris has done in his college career, it's hard to break that look. So I guess the look, the feel, sometimes even Jamar Chase had it. Remember, they were saying like,
he was dropping passes in practice. I remember that.
I'm not too worried about that. That is a thing. Good fucking stripes make a big ass difference. So Yeah, I'm
Craig,
not.
I feel like when they get acclimated, it's easier to catch this ball.
Oh, yeah.
Once they get acclimated.
Yeah. It won't take too much time. Trey
You know,
Harris,
you know who it's difficult for? It's the guys with the small ass hands, bro.
they're
Like,
all
remember Will
nice
Fuller?
little accessories.
Will Fuller. Has,
Hopefully, Laddie keeps his WR1 status, but I'm kind of nervous. Like I said, I've already put out the reasons why I'm a little bit nervous, but you know, we'll see. Maybe he isn't.
okay, let me ask you this. We got some of this that we'll touch on in the news. So spoiler alert, but are you nervous at all about Puka?
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Not being available.
Yeah, he may not be available. It might be Jimmy G.
Did you not like what you saw that Stetson didn't? Can he not actually get the backup job and a week one start?
I was impressed.
Yeah, I think Stetson Bennett
I'm impressed. He
might be able to work himself into it because he's going to have plenty of quarters to play in the preseason, and if he does look good, the Rams are in no position to fucking wait for a win.
You know what Jimmy is the best at? Being a backup. He done won Super Bowls being one. So, like, yeah, is it out of the range of possibility that Sean McVay would go with Stetson Bennett if he's looking better than Jimmy in the event that they don't have Stafford? That's not going to surprise me. This is the same guy.
The Rams won a Super Bowl. They know when it counts, we're gonna make the most.
Do you remember? John the Wolford?
We don't want a Jimmy G that can't fucking win a game. But if Stetson can go out there and be a young,
if they put Jimmy G, it's gonna be all Kyron, bro.
Yeah, that's intentional, right? With at least Stetson Bennett, you know that guy can take off, and all of a sudden you got two people on the field that can run with the ball.
Jimmy's game is throwing between the hash marks, right? That's where his strength is, and like in the practice against Dallas, you know, the dual practices or whatever, the team practices, whatever they call it. It was team ones versus team ones. He was peppering the fuck out of Devontae Adams. These are just things I'm bringing up because I'm like, okay, I'm definitely taking the likes of Nico over a Puka.
Excellent.
I'm definitely taking the St. Browns over Puka because I was on that hype before that. I'm taking Puka over St. Brown. I'm taking St. Brown over him now. I don't know if I've got to BTJ over Puka, but if you want BTJ, you're gonna have to take him before Puka because people are going to do that. You know what I mean? Puka might be an ultimate value too because he's going to fall now. In our super flex drafts, he might fall to the second round more than like, or not might, he's going to fall to the second round. Very different. Very, very different from the way I felt like a couple months ago. But yeah, man, shit.
Hold on real fast, bro. We got Nelson in the building. He got a good fantasy question.
What up, Nelson?
He said, how we doing, guys? Quick question. When drafting PPR, do you all like going hero RB or zero RB?
If you're going hero, he's got to be a pass catcher. Don't just go get a running back that's not catching the ball. Like, no offense to Derrick Henry if you're going to go hero, because the definition of hero to me in a PPR isn't just taking one good running back. If I'm going to take one early, it's going to be a Bijan or a Gibbs. Or even an H-hand, and maybe if you're in the second round.
CMC.
What was that?
CMC.
There it is. Bong. I swear to God, I thought you said Samson. I was like, what?
What's going on with him? Just because he doesn't.
It's a Dumb and Dumber joke.
So you're concerned with Derrick Henry because his lack of involvement in the passing game.
Okay,
right?
I'm okay taking him for hero, but I'm just saying if it's the PPR.
He hasn't had more than 350 carries since 2020, so he hasn't racked up a bunch of miles. You know what I mean?
He also lost
time. If he isn't involved in the passing game, and he's only toting the ball 340 times, you know.
and he's liable to go from the other side
He's
of the
built like a tank. I
in the
mean,
20
he can.
end
If
zone.
anybody's gonna be able to absorb the
He's your Derrick
300
Henry.
rushing points, man, that's a guy right there.
Say you have the choices between CMC or Derrick Henry. Which way are you going in a redraft?
Oh,
Go ahead.
the CMC because of the upside, man.
And
That
he's gonna catch the ball.
100%.
See,
But see,
this is-
talking about the
but-
touchdown, though, bro. 100%. We're banking on
And
CMC. He is fully.
I'm pretty sure
healthy.
we're all say 20 McNuggets for Henry too, right? You know what I mean?
Man, hey, look, I love what Henry percent. I love the like you keep saying the upside about CMC. But if you're gonna put the gun to my head right now, I'm gonna take Derrick Henry 100%.
All day, every day.
We was just
security because no matter how successful Lamar has been as the quarterback, that team didn't get better until Derrick Henry arrived. And then now that they can rely on the running game to be the focal point of the offense and it not be Lamar, now you're seeing why he's won the MVP twice. I mean, it's not a coincidence. I think Derrick Henry makes that team better, therefore Lamar's better. There's just a little tiny hump that they need to get over back into the Super Bowl. I mean, the Chiefs are no joke in the playoffs, but
that's why they got Malachi Starks and motherfucking Jair Alexander to go to that weak ass secondary that they was getting toasted last year. 100%, bro. Then Mike Green, they say Mike Green out there uplifting motherfuckers, going with the bend, all types of shit. Mike Green out there looking good. You get the secondary better with that pass rush, bro. And who you got in the middle right there? It's like, look, they gonna take another step in that motherfucking defense, bro. 100%. Oh my mouth.
I don't know. Shout out to all 22, but that's a good channel. They've been focusing. They've been keying in on the Ravens, and I was able to watch a lot of the film. And
Ravens have lost a lot of players so far.
But it's still built effectively to still win that playoff spot. If it's not the division, I don't know who it's going to be. Honestly, who the hell is going to compete for first in that division other than the Ravens? Do you have anybody?
Going back to this question,
so Pittsburgh played in pretty good, bro. You say what you want to say about Pittsburgh, but when
got a healthy
games, they
Burrow
play them good, bro. 100%. And Pittsburgh get any good about the offensive line with them, but in solid quarterback play, bro. They defense gonna be nasty, 100%. They talking about Jalen Ramsey is gonna be all over the field. They got them two back safeties over there. You got the two young corners. It's like, look, bro, we gonna see what they gonna do, and I'm pretty excited to see what Pittsburgh brings to the table, bro.
Speaking of Pittsburgh defense, did y'all read about that Cam Hayward stuff, right?
My mama, he said he told them that he was gonna sit out if he made all pro, or I'm going to come back to the table if I make an all pro. 100%.
Right. And they got I 100% agree with him in that evaluation. A lot of people are talking shit about fucking, I tell you, you go achieve your dream and not get not expect to be paid rightfully so, right? And when you watch all these other youngsters, I know there's equivalency, right? We're not asking for an 8-year contract, but if you're Cam Hayward, you want to be basically paid for what you're worth, and what he signed isn't equivalent to what his production equaled out to last year. He balled out. He got all pro. Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
That's his argument. And I can respect that. A lot of old timers going.
They preemptively draft.
The football player back in the day had to work out Jack in the Box in the summer. I'm like, I don't care. That's not relevant for today.
Them facts. Them
Transition,
hundreds. Oh my mama, you know what I mean? Wide receiver. They making 40 a season. You got left tackles getting 35 a season. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers is playing with some big chippers. 100%.
Yeah, and then for a second, all it would take is that second, that moment on the field with those grown-ass men playing this boys game, right? That's what they think it is. That's why they think that they shouldn't be paid bunch of money is because it's a game or whatever, right? But dude, this game is serious when you got these men out on the field. There's no way that they can logically play for any less than what they're making. The way that the league is set up, the way that they're making a huge profit and they're putting their lives out on the line, basically, because you seen DeMar Hamlin just a few years ago almost die. It's a serious business out there. That's why they're getting paid this money. There's a lot of people that wish they could do it, but they're the cream of the crop. That's why they got the job.
100%, big bro. And just to double back on that, the players, they're going through something with their old representative of the union, the head of the union. He's in emails and paperwork saying that he was conspiring not to give some of his players in his union what they deserve, bro. 100%. So when you see motherfuckers talking about, like you just said, Hayward, look, he said, yeah, I just signed last year, but I told them if I make an all-pro, I'm coming right back to the table, bro. I'm 35, 36 years old. I done been here my whole career, and I done made an all-pro at
$40 million.
Come on now. Oh, everything.
And he's been a franchise staple. Like they didn't do well without Cam Hayward. He's carried that fucking defense for probably a decade, really. With his captain status, you go back and you talk to anybody that's been around that organization for a long time. That's their guy. 100%. It's like I know some of these NFL teams, they do move on from their legacy players, but I'd be damned to see if he actually goes somewhere else. That just doesn't. I can't imagine it at this point. Like you said, he's 35, 36. He ain't playing for no other team.
He's like,
if you really make him unhappy, he's gonna run away, and then whatever money he had, that's what he has. So you better tread lightly because he's still super valuable for your team, especially if you're trying to go to the playoffs and you want to win. He's got to be one of those guys that leads that defense to a victory.
Oh my mama! And you know what though, bro? To go back a little bit deeper, it's like in the 90s. When Sergeant Slaughter was a motherfucking coach, Joey Porter, Jerome Bettis. No, Jerome Bettis wasn't running back then. That's the early 90s. But when you got, like you say, a franchise like that, they have multiple staples of players that have been there for a hell of years. And as of recently, he's the one because Big Ben gone. He was there when Big Ben was there. He was there when AB was doing AD things. You know what I mean? He done been around for a long time, bro. And there's no way you can because that's what they don't do. They keep one of them motherfuckers around to guide the next culture. And then they first round pick was a person that they hope can bring
Cam Hayward
table. Further on down the road. So you got to have him next to the young bull, bro. 100%. Get away his money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cam Hayward, he was the one that was super vocal about Rodgers. Just get the fuck over here already, bro.
That is ironic. I do understand this, what Bogey is saying. And it hits hard in the moment.
Come on, bro. We actually have a chance. Like he sees it there. And Rodgers, whatever people's opinion on him is, Rodgers still, you know what I mean? He has that, he's Rodgers. No matter what you say.
But remember though, we seen Rodgers on Rogan with the ring. Bruh might not have known that he was married. You feel me? Or about to be married.
That is true.
Like that. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers don't tell motherfuckers, yeah, I'm about to have $100 million wedding and shit like that. So the public, he's very private about his personal life.
He dropped 100 on the wedding?
Urkel didn't know that he was going
It's rhetorical.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
take off OTAs and like that. He didn't have to explain that he was getting married and shit like that. But yeah, I understand why Hayward said that 100%. But yet, bro, I'm getting married and all that. And he probably addressed that once he got there. You feel me?
Yeah. And because it's about winning for these guys too, and then also about getting paid. For Cam Hayward, it's like, all right, I might as well get paid. This is his last. This might be his last hurrah. It's like, give me the bag real quick. You feel me? Come on, Mike. he's probably at that level where he doesn't even call him coach. He calls him Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
look,
probably right there.
You know what I
Emil
mean?
Kiesel game right there. Brett Kiesel on my mama. He was another one on the D line.
There you go.
I used to run with the Steelers on Madden on everything. Facts. Good looking, big bro.
Check
No,
this out.
Hayward Super Bowl, man. That guy was. He's
We
been in there for.
we had some interesting shit come up, and I want to take it to the streets. Let's take him to the streets.
One more question.
Okay, one more.
I guess Nelson getting ready for his draft. He said,
Yeah, okay.
What about when it comes to tight ends and QBs? Do y'all like spending a 2nd through 4th round pick on a premier guy, or wait till later rounds?
If
It
I
honestly
can get
depends on what-
Kittle's the one I like if you're gonna target that range. Because Kittle he'll be the cheapest one out of those top 3. And that's why he said 1 to 4. Kittle feels like a 4th, 5th round option for me in a tight end league. And if he's in the 5th round, I love that even more. Otherwise, I'll just wait and take a bunch of flyers. Shit, Zach Ertz is like the best flyer to just take him late. Bong Zach Ertz.
Yeah, he's in one of my videos. Oh my mama.
Let's go. You know what I mean? Otherwise, if you're gonna spend up, fucking or Evan Ingram might be a little more. He's gonna be a lot more than Zach Ertz price wise. But hey, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, and you got options at QBs if you don't want to spend up on the top 3. You got options at QB, Nelson, 100%.
Yeah.
You still got Baker, you got Bo Nix, you got motherfucking
Shit,
Daiquiri.
Daiquiri has George Pickens now along with CeeDee Lamb. You know what I mean? Let's go. Jared Goffel. You know,
It
fucking.
depends on how you value some of these late round wide receivers too, because on the other flip side of it is if you do grab, if you're able to grab a top 3 quarterback or top 3 tight end, we'll say there's probably 2 or 3 more quarterbacks that I value equally. That's me not publicizing that to be equal for everybody, but I see a lot of upside in some quarterbacks and not a lot of upside in tight end. So with the George Kittle, that's the point where if he's on the board and the other 2 are gone, and you don't think that he's gonna fall to you, that's when you got everybody's concerned with grabbing at value, right? Don't be afraid to jump to get elite value, if that makes sense. Because even though you're going to wait to get back to your spot and you might not have that solid wide receiver that you're hoping for, you did get Kittle, right? And that's good, especially in a league that has a tight end position. You're giving your positional advantage week to week. You're gonna see that upside Kittle brings in that 4th round. Now,
okay, Brock Bowers or
just because Trey McBride goes in the 2nd doesn't mean you go grab Kittle in the 2nd, if that makes sense. So if Bowers and McBride are gone in the 2nd, which could be like that might happen. Don't take Kittle in the 2nd. Wait. Hopefully he falls to you. If he falls to you, that like I said, and you don't think he's going to come back to you, then grab him. If you think he's there in the 2nd round, but you'd rather have a running back, then take the running back and then come back around in the 3rd and grab Kittle, or maybe even tempt your, fate and grab him in the 4th. But yeah, he's not going any later than that. It's up to you, depending on how you want to do this roster construction.
Yeah, if you have a 3 wide receiver set, it also dictates it for me. If you have a 3 wide receiver set mandatory, then I'm going to emphasize that. That's part of how the get down is for me. Like if you have 3 wide receivers you have to start, I'm okay, because then it's like, all right, Brock Bowers or Nico.
Going to the wide receivers. If you're starting
Brock Bowers or London,
then I'm cutting. Then I'm cutting the
options you're gonna be.
I'm looking for value somewhere else. Yeah, it depends on your league build. Like Bogey was saying, if you're in a 3 wide receiver set, you're emphasizing You're emphasizing those 3 wide receivers. You want those 3 wide receivers to kick everybody else's 3 wide receivers' butt. So if you can get that, then great. Tight ends, they're you know, they're a nice positional advantage, but when you add that extra wide receiver slot and you have flexes, oh yeah, wide receivers are so valuable. Not passing them up.
There it is right there.
Yeah. I mean, you can do the hero RB and then just kind of like fucking
Pound the
as many
receivers
wide
for
receivers as you can until you're going like, man, I like this. And then as soon as you say I like it, then start to do roster construction. But points matter. You're gonna and you're filling in those flex spots that they're just as good as wide receiver one. You know, don't worry about what it is. You know, I'm gonna put my wide receiver one in the flex spot almost on a weekly basis, just
if I
because
have that
they
many.
Sunday night or Monday night or Sunday afternoon. I don't care. That's how I construct my roster. So. Yeah, granted, he's going to score the most points on my team, but that's not what I'm worried about. I want wide receivers in a wide receiver needy league.
There it is.
We got Ron in the house.
What you do? Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
What it do, Ron?
I finna tell y'all a little secret. Lad McConkey will be a top 5 wide receiver this season.
I get concerned about
Even with the news
passing
that the line got weaker,
The passing
they potentially lost a starting tackle for
Maybe the ball
like
gets out quicker and it favors them then to help Ron's case here, right?
Lad McConkey to do everything that the top wide receivers in the game to do. He to do everything. I'm a Georgia fan. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played
What?
Z over there.
Huh?
He played the Z over there.
He did play
yeah,
whatever.
wasn't Downs the real playmaker though?
Here's the thing, though. If it
Big
wasn't Brock, it was the lad. You feel me?
100%.
It was
Yeah, that's
super
usually how
concentrated. It was super
not like
concentrated over there.
with like 4 elite options, but I think the pecking order was the tight end and then Lad.
It'll be 50-50. Lad
Yeah.
had his game. Brock Bowers had his games. So 50-50. I seen both of them. I'm a Georgia fan.
Right.
And
All right.
I'm finna tell y'all another secret. Brock Bowers different. You cannot put no linebacker on Brock Bowers. You cannot put no safety on Brock Bowers. You got to take him out of the game. And 9 times 10,
You gotta jump him.
right? 9 times 10, he will not be taken out of the game. He different. Brock Bowers are old school tight end that will run you over and say hi
So
to
he's like
your
Kittle.
in the stand. Yes,
He's the next Kittle.
yes, he
He's
him.
like juiced up Kittle for real.
He him. Like the kids say today, he is him. That Brock
Timothy
Bowers,
Jones.
huh?
Timothy Jones.
Ooh.
Timothy Chalamet.
He is Timothy.
Yeah, he is him.
Not
Look.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Put top 5 tight end in the game.
Timmy Garoppolo.
He different. Brock Bowers different. I don't care whoever you put on him, he will bull rush that dude. That dude don't stand a chance.
Receiving tight end, great separator, great hands.
Right.
Always seems to be.
He got the package, the holy package that Brock Bowers.
Horse fed 150 targets. Oh my ball.
I tell you, if it ends up mattering, because they're the Raiders and nobody gives a fuck. If the Raiders start winning, then they're gonna end up finding how to counter.
Double teaming.
But at the moment, nobody gives a fuck because they're the Raiders. He can do all that, all world, all pro. He could be the best player in the NFL.
Are we
If they
sleeping
think
on the Raiders? Are the Raiders?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because to say that they're being. Well, I mean, I guess they got into the playoffs just in the last 5 years one time, so it's not like they're in total obscurity. But yeah, I mean, with Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll, now Geno. I mean, there's for those weapons that they got over there, adding Genty.
So the thing with the weapons is that my thing is that's why they invested in Deontay Thornton. You still got Trey Tucker over there with blazing track speed. So if you get the secondary and the safeties to be honest, and
so you can keep those mismatches
until one gets a flat tire.
There's nothing in Las Vegas turn me away from Brock Bowers of doing what he did. Okay, he might not get the 155, but it might be a little bit more efficient, and the targets might drop down.
Okay, Brock Bowers or Nico
receptions is nowhere near out the picture for Brock. 100%.
Brock Bowers or BTJ.
I finna say this.
I'm gonna go.
If Brock Bowers had a legit quarterback last year, he would be top 2 on tight end last year.
He was number 1.
Yeah, he's number 1.
But
the problem with his number 1 is, to me, I feel like McBride, if they figured it out earlier, McBride would have been able to get that tight end number 1 overall. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're both really options. Both of them are equal. I don't care who you take before. Bowers goes probably 7 out of 10 times before McBride, but I'm on the 3 out of 10 times. I take McBride over Bowers.
I would say this again. And Brock Bowers had a legit quarterback last year. Geno Smith not legit. Let's be honest. I feel keep it 1,000.
I think he's never thrown no tight end like that. That's for sure. He no tight end quarterback. He
is a B average.
He dumps it off running back before goddamn tight end at field. I mean, really, how his career's been.
But what I'm saying, who legit?
Here's the thought. Let's take him to the streets because we got some shit. Let's take him to the streets. We got a good panel here.
What's up?
There it is. Okay, Lee.
It's Tuesday, motherfucker.
Let's go.
Same city fucking town. Let's fucking go.
Woo. I like that energy, Lee.
Oh, man.
All right, Lee.
To burn up. I got a week to get this motherfucking energy up. Going.
Yeah, hey Lee. Hey, before you start the streets, we got a news article or a news item. It's the Diamond Joe special right here. I want to throw this out here real quick.
Alrighty.
So apparently, right? Shedeur Sanders, the main reason he fell in the draft is because he's the first in history to have an NFL/NIL deal. So his jersey sales, which he already sold a gang, right? Like $250 million or 250 something. It's something ridiculous, bro. Whatever the fucking number is. So he's already the richest rookie right now, right? But this is why they didn't want to. This is why a lot of teams didn't want to pick him up, right? Right. So he falls because of this. But according to Diamond Jones, and I agree with this, this definitely telegraphs that we're gonna get Shedeur in there more than likely week 1, bro.
Heating up.
This is the guy that's gonna put the fans in the stands, bro. And then with someone like Stefanski, you're gonna go mediocre with Wacko Flacco for as long as you can until you're out of it. Then you put in Shedeur, and then you lose your job. I don't think it's gonna go down like that. Me personally.
Hey, so I seen that, bro, and I'm gonna pull up a
okay. So the pecking order Shedeur was 4.
Break it down real fast. Shedeur Sanders.
Okay. Appreciate you, JD. The fella, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch
Now I
this.
did see the
Because I was like, oh, we gotta
Hey,
get
hold on real fast, Lee. Let me break this. Let me break this
Okay.
down. Let me go further with Shador may move to. Let's see. Here we go.
What up, Candlestick?
Candlestick.
Future clause has
bro.
debate.
Can y'all hear that shit?
Redefine a rookie contract. The clause is seen as a groundbreaking move, potentially
Let me- how you pull it up?
reshaping how athletes negotiate their contracts in the future. The clause has some discussion and debate within the NFL.
Oh, wait, my bad. Is it sharing?
Yeah, it is. There you go.
Do something different outside of the norm, then you have just set a
Redefine a rookie contract. The clause is seen as a groundbreaking move, potentially reshaping how athletes negotiate their contracts in the future. The clause has some discussion and debate within the NFL, with some seeing it as a threat to the traditional contract model.
anytime you do something different outside of the norm, then you have just set a new pattern and you've opened up something about what's possible. We don't know what's possible until somebody do it. And when we see someone else do it, then the person coming along behind.
Redefine a rookie contract. The clause.
Wow.
I'll be hoping you got something positive to say about
And
According
of
to
course it would be
Spotrac,
the Browns.
14 active quarterbacks are signed to deals worth at least $200 million.
I'll be hoping you got something positive.
Let's put Shedeur Sanders' rookie contract into perspective. He signed for $4 million total, but just a fraction is guaranteed in case he gets injured or cut. However, his team's owner, Jimmy Haslam, makes that entire amount in just under 5 hours. Each year, he makes enough to buy his own McDonald's every year. Every month, he's making more.
Wow.
So
I want to buy
if
McDonald's.
if this is a real thing, if this is a real issue, they say this actually matters, which honestly I don't think it does to ownerships and organizations that he made.
Okay, only the Browns would do that though, because the Browns are the ones who do outlandish shit compared to what everyone else is doing traditionally, right? Also because they're desperate. So in this case, like with Deshaun Watson, all right, fuck
This
the most unprecedented guarantees.
I wouldn't classify it as traditional
The Browns are gonna Brown.
But we're talking NIL money on top of like the reason why they let him slide. So say I'm just using the Browns as an example because they took him.
For shaking it up.
They wanted him somewhere in them first 2 rounds. And they would have taken him because he didn't make any money.
Prime equity. I want you guys to understand that word, prime equity. Yesterday, I did a video about him receiving $14 million in commission from $250 million earned from his jersey sale. A lot of y'all said, Cap, that's a lie. When Shedeur signed his deal with the Browns, which was $4.6 million, there was a clause in his contract that was called prime equity. This clause ties into brand legacy and financial future to his on-the-field performance, allowing him to potentially benefit from the value he brings beyond just playing football. It could include things like revenue from merchandise, endorsements, and media appearances. So this means because he came into the NFL already a brand, the NFL has to cut him a piece in order to access that. So y'all thought they were just trying to teach him a lesson because
cold world, huh?
This is crazy. This is true. And if he is as good as he thinks he is, then all of a sudden we got a scandal. That's a straight up scandal. Because if he comes out, because they all colluded together and said we're not going to take this guy because he's making money.
But
if him making money is the sole reason not to draft him in the 2nd or 3rd round, or even the first, like he was predicted, then that's kind of shade. Like, why did the Cleveland Browns go? There's collusion. Because the Raiders could have easily said, you know what, our future looks nice with Geno immediately, but we sure could have Shedeur sit there on the bench, learn for a season, maybe even 2, who cares, he's young, and then step in that starter role with all sorts of experience because he's been on the field during NFL games and not been thrown into the fire. And Bogey said it last episode, where it's like, like that. That's probably the best way for a rookie sometimes is to sit there and watch how it all unfolds, and then jump into it full steam ahead on an off-season training program.
But how long the Browns been looking for a quarterback or face of their franchise? What?
They took Dylan Gabriel for
what?
Come on.
So if I'm the head coach of the Browns and this young man doing his thing that he did in preseason, he showed the fuck out. What we talking about here? He should be the starter. Fuck Joe.
Right. So far, what we've seen in reality is that Shador gives them possibly the best chance to win week 1.
Best chance to take the team to the playoffs. I mean, still my foot. But
I still it's a wait and see to see what the running game is like. But
but my
for him
on it is though, like, right. So first round draft picks, their contracts are slotted, and then everything else falls in line. So when you get pushed down to the 5th round, $4.6 million for 4 years. You feel me? They control his rights for 4 years. That's $1 million per season. So also, if this is really true, he negotiated that into his contract. Now, every other team might not want to deal with that. You feel me? 100%. So when a contract is being signed, we both got to come to agreement. You feel me? And so the Browns agreed, okay, well, you're going to get we'll agree to this. But yet, you a $4.6 million 5th round quarterback, you ain't finna make too much money. But there it is there. He then bubbled off $14 million in 4 months just off number 12 jerseys.
Right.
Then when we seen him get on the field, it's like the moment ain't too big for him, even though he's endorsements.
I mean, if you look.
And then one more thing, like if Bruh came out and said, "Oh, it wasn't my decision to draft him, even though he was a 5th round pick," it's like, look, he gonna make a way to get on that motherfucking field and show them dudes that he should be the starting quarterback. Like, right. I agree with you, bro.
No, if you look at it, you got Joe. He will give you what, 5 games? But right, 5 games.
Yeah, as an underdog though, you can't wait. Like that's how underdog status works. First is that you come up and then you make a case for yourself early on. When you get to that half season mark and you're in position for playoff, then you become relevant. You start making trades. You start doing things to make your team better last minute, and then you try it out. Here, to me, Shador Sanders, if he was with the way that the NFL is hoping, this is the mindset of the general management probably, is that they were waiting for that conversation, and this is probably what bugged the Giants the most, is that they were like, hey man, it looks like you're gonna make a lot of money. How about you only make this much money? And he was pissed. He was like, no, man, aren't you going to take me 1st overall? And they're like, or 2nd overall? They're like, nah, man, I ain't going to do that. We got too many other holes. But we want you to play because the rest of the NFL, for some reason, they blacklisted you. And we know it. But the Giants, the Titans, anybody that was interested in the quarterback, they all knew about Shador, and they all probably had him on the top 3, top 5 at minimum, right? So they all thought about him. They considered him relevant. In the beginning, I think it was a lot of noise about the father, but Dion, I don't think he's truly like that. That doesn't matter. Right. We're not talking about Dion. Dion is Dion. We're talking about Shador's playing football. That extra noise about Dion, I think that was just extra.
In my opinion, all the teams that pass over him, you need to be kicking your own ass right now. The Giants, New Orleans, y'all need to be kicking your own ass right now.
You know what
I
else?
don't give a fuck. That young man got talent. That young man did not have no offensive line in college. In
I don't know
college.
about that. I think each team fills their own teams for their needs. You know,
Who-
they got Jackson Dart. You know, they think he was the
Who
key
was
finisher.
blocking? Okay, name somebody on his offensive line in college that was legit. I would wait.
As for Sanders, I can't. I'm not that good. I don't follow college like some of y'all do.
So
I'm on first one of them.
So that's what I'm saying. This young man did not have nobody on that offensive line that was doing their job.
He played against the starters in the first couple of drives, big bro. He sure in the hell did, Allen. Oh, everything.
So it go back to what I'm saying. This man did not have no offensive line that was given there in college. With the Browns, no offense.
And we
what
got
he got? The
also
offensive
look
line.
at it, with the owners, right? That's why they have a collective bargaining agreement, the CBA, right? The players, they want more revenue because it's a $15 billion annual business. You feel me? The owners ain't giving into that shit. But if the players want more revenue, they got to give up more rights. You feel me? So when you got a young brother that's coming into this game, that's like, look, bro, I'm finna get a piece of this pot. Off my jersey sales and my name, image, and likeness, 100%. He come into the game balling, 100%. We seen he pulling up in Rolls Royces off his own name, image, and likeness because he wanted them dudes where he come from, 100%. Oh, my mama, it's like, look, bro, he come in forward thinking about trying to get something out the NFL because you know the NFL ain't trying to pay nobody. Look how they running backs, 100%, bro. They got to fight for every damn dollar, bro.
I'm with you on that.
The average annual salary ain't nothing but about $2 million, bro. Because the top people that make all the money, big contracts, they a small percentage of the league, dog. So he coming in trying to get all this chalupa right up front, bro. Fuck in the back end. We need it right now. 100%.
So let's just say the Browns be the Browns and end up cutting him in 4 years or whatever. Where y'all think he might be going? Where he
opens
should
it up back up. He's going to he'll be a Raider. If for some reason the Browns let him go, which I don't think will happen.
I mean, I got to put it out there. The Browns do stupid ass shit. Now
they do stupid ass shit. Yeah, not gonna lie, you're 100% on that. But man, like, at this point, you remember when the team left the town? If he comes out next week and he shines, and all of a sudden you're cutting the dude, the whole city is gonna fucking tear the stadium, and they're still they're gonna wrap the goddamn goalpost out. They're gonna rip the teams out.
The Browns known for doing stupid ass shit like this. You get a young talent, then you cut him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it too hard for them to cut him. If he plays this week,
Browns are fielding calls for Dylan Gabriel.
That's because they know they keep it. He might be the odd man out.
Dylan Gabriel's the one they're going to end up cutting.
They're going to make the deal. Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna cut no third round.
They're gonna trade one of them.
Once again,
the third round.
Every year, we sit back and we watch the Browns do stupid ass shit every year. Yes or no?
It's what they call it, a brownout.
I mean, and also like Iffy said, the owners don't want that fire to start that they have to put out quick. Remember, all the second round picks held out because Higgins and somebody else got Schlesinger got fully guaranteed deals. We ain't seen all them second round picks.
Carson Schwarzenegger is what I call him.
Oh my mama! So it's like, man, you got money right now, dog. 100%.
Right, you gotta get your boy right now.
They're hoping for a Joker replacement, but it's still a wait and see thing. Like for me, when it comes to especially middle of the field making the captain calls, like Schwarzenegger's like kind of lining up to be. only because Joker's out, right?
Yeah, but
not
also,
that Mike role is no joke, man.
you had Mohamed Diamadi. Is that his name? It's like Diab Diababi, some shit, man.
Diabati?
There it is. That guy, he took over for the JOK because from my understanding, Carson Schwarzenegger, he's more of like an off the ball linebacker, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're the Mike. Yeah, he's Schwartz.
Yeah,
he's the Mike.
Exactly.
Joker.
Okay, so you think he'll take over the JOK role? Actually,
100%.
I like it.
Out the gate, they're going to get rings out even. Just because they need him in the middle of the field. If they're going to run scout or pursuit, then you're gonna be face to face with the quarterback, and the mic is gonna be able to relay.
Did he play MLB in
offensive line?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna see the shit. He's standing right there. Yeah. Oh hell yeah, yeah. He played a lot of the middle. That's all he did.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
But
Schwarzenegger.
But once again, this is the Browns.
Yeah. But see,
how many times we seen the Browns do stupid ass shit?
We're referring to fantasy wise though, Ron.
Fantasy wise, that.
Yeah, the Browns.
No, listen. You're not hearing what I'm saying, Ron. When you're a Browns linebacker and that defense is always on the field, they're racking up points.
Overall,
individually is what I'm talking about. You're talking about overall. You're talking about something totally different for me. I'm saying,
yeah, the rookie is statistically in line for a big season fantasy.
Let's go.
Would you like me to take it to the distributors?
Yeah. Go ahead, leave what you got for us.
All righty.
Should we hit his drop again?
Well, I'm okay. John Gruden has beaten the NFL. Pause. He won in Supreme Court.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He had that whole lawsuit going on.
Or whatever you want to call them.
The emails.
No. This is John Gruden, Chucky. Because remember, he had those emails leak of him saying
his brother.
But the league is going to appeal a decision, though.
Here we go, right here. Here it go. It says that means that Gruden will get this discovery and his day in court alleging that the commissioner Roger Goodell and the NFL improperly leaked his emails leading to his firing as the Raiders coach.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, they're gonna settle.
Oh hell yeah.
They're not gonna. They don't want this figured out.
No, because they're gonna do him like Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick settled with him, and
it was a
and they banned Kaepernick,
and they're gonna blackball him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Gruden, the legendary
what they tried to do with Shador before he even got on a goddamn team. This is a fucking outrage, bro.
Well, while we're on Gruden, Gruden has interest in coaching in the SEC and could be a possible replacement for Brian Kelly at LSU if he's fired after the season.
I don't know if anyone wants to hire that guy.
What? No, he no talent. He no talent. He do. Now he might be crazy.
Fire Y2 banana.
Hey.
He's eating up.
But he do no
signature
talent.
Maneuver.
He do no talent. Now, will it translate to college? That's the issue.
Yeah, because I will agree with you on that, Ron. Like,
well,
he does no talent because
camp, but that's just the quarterbacks.
Right, that quarterback, you got to go over linebackers, wide receivers, tight ends, corners.
John Gruden was the guy. They're in a dual practice with the Ravens, a team practice, and he looks over at the Ravens practice squad. He goes, "I want to sign that tight end right there," and that was Darren Waller. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So he did definitely spot Darren Waller out the practice.
You know who else he
like,
spotted?
sign that motherfucker.
You know who else he spotted? And bruh got nothing but love for him right now.
Max Crosby,
Mad Max.
Oh yeah,
I just guessed that one because he's a beast.
But those two
They
dudes,
took Colin Farrell or whatever his name. Oh, Colin Farrell's the actor. What was the guy's name? Clinton Farrell. Yeah, they took him in the first round, and they took Max Crosby way later.
but the difference in college is not a lot of superstars in college. You see what I'm saying?
When you're in college, now you're talking to parents for real too, and you're watching kids like coming out. You're talking to scouts that are watching high school kids that are you know, like, for their freshmen, and you're watching them all the way up to their seniors and bringing them in.
So can he get that every Saturday?
Hey, Allen said, you say Shador played Carolina starters the first two drives. Well, the first drive was 3 and out, and they scored 0 on
Don't
second
you worry.
drive through 0 yards, 2 drives, 0.0 passing yards. And he said those were Shador's stats versus the Carolina defensive starters. All his yards, team points came versus backups and people that won't make the team. And Carolina didn't even start 100% of their starters. Bro wasn't even getting first team reps too as well. His first NFL type style of play, bro. And he looked all right out there, bro. He wasn't even getting first team reps. It took,
what are you talking about here?
And Dylan Gabriel to go sit down for him to start even getting real reps. What are you talking about, bro?
What you see people like this?
How many times did you watch Peyton go a whole half of football with like goddamn horrible stats? Every fucking Tom Brady, everybody, you name them, they've had.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Come on.
Remember the we're on to Cincinnati game?
Like Dave said, it's the principle that the guy showed out and played football, and it looked okay. It looked good, and even at times. And then the rest of the
Bones look way better than him.
Tell me how good the rest of the team looks.
Bones plays better than Shador.
Well, Bones is the
Shador actually killed Bones.
of the great Johnny Unitas, will say. I don't know.
You know I'm right with you, Alan, on my mama, 100%. You know what I mean? If Brett gets some this week, you see him in the game this week doing the same thing, you're gonna have to check back in when he come back, when we fire it back up. And if Brett do bad, you know what I mean?
Here's my thing.
But it's gonna be the ups and downs as a young QB. But
and my opinion is always subject to change because, like, if something is right before your eyes, you can't deny it. But I can't say that yet. But it looks, but as it stands, with all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes in the specific, unique, individual contract that he has, like it lines up for him to be a starter sooner than later. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they do this? You know what I mean?
Because it's the Browns. It's the Browns.
Stefanski, if he wants to salvage any kind of job he has, because I mean, he's only a season removed, 1 season removed, as in 2 seasons ago, where he got the coach of the year because he got into the playoffs with Wacko Flacco and the Deshaun Watson situation all fucked up, and they were one and done. Shout out to the Texans. But see, at the end of the day, it's like that didn't secure his job at all. You know, they got their guy, and if this works out, this makes them look like geniuses because they got him in the 5th round.
Look,
you know what I mean?
No, the problem is, will they keep on building around Shador?
They got 2 first rounds next year.
Let's see.
100%. Let's do it. And the reason why is, are we building around Flacco and winning the Super Bowl this year?
Fuck no.
Hell no. So fuck Flacco. Let him be a quarterback on a contender like he wants to, and then have Shador or Gabriel or whoever the fucking Cleveland Browns see fit. But to fucking throw Flacco out there as a Browns fan, I'd be pissed off because that's not directional. You know, that's a plateau. we're not we're not, we're not making moves to try to get better in the future. Like, if you know you're not going to be relevant now, then why not just, you know, fucking say, hey, Flacco, he might be the veteran, he might be the safest, but if I got a rookie that's outplaying him, then I'm going to put the rookie in. And thinking that he's the franchise guy and giving him confidence and letting the offensive line go,
orange
hey,
Sanders
this is the guy that we're going to rally around. I know probably most of the team, most of the Browns, let's be realistic, as a competitor, they want to win. I get it. But if they,
Joe Thomas, shout out to Hall of Famer Joe Thomas, he could have went elsewhere. He kept staying there.
If they look at it from okay, barring a miracle, we're winning the Super Bowl, right? Okay, so let's try and win next year. I got a contract. I'm a Brown for the next 3 years. Let's go. You know, let's go.
I mean,
you know, let's
build something. They got
Shador
good talent all up and down that defense. They got talent up and down that defense. The offensive line is legit when they're healthy. And then you have Stefanski, who runs a QB-friendly offense. The reason why Flacco shines so much in is because Flacco, he was familiar with that system. And like an emphasis on the run game is what helps that be a QB-friendly offense. But here's the thing, though. They don't have – well, who's their running backs right now? Their running back's a little shoddy. If they're going to have to throw it a lot, you know what I mean? Like, Flacco is probably who we want in there if we're talking from a fantasy perspective. But in reality – they're gonna go to Shador as quick as possible, in my opinion. Now, you know what I mean? Like, this is happening.
How long that head coach will be there?
Well,
that's exactly what I just said. Like a minute ago.
I know, but
hey, coming from a Jets fan and an ex-Chargers fan, I know all about losing, right? So let me tell you something about losing. When an organization is losing. It doesn't matter right now. Like the Houston Texans did and the Detroit Lions did. You do horrible, fine, but you build it up and you get young players. You get CJ Stroud or you trade a old quarterback for a young quarterback, and then say, hey, I got a quarterback, so let me get young everywhere else. And both the Rams and the Lions improved in that trade. That's just one example, but the fucking Texans, the way that they rebuilt their organization, the Vikings, it's a wait and see with the JJ McCarthy, but maybe they finally make a next step. JJ McCarthy is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins always been mediocre. Maybe JJ McCarthy's the next guy. The point of it is letting go of the old guys and sticking with the young ones and letting everybody kind of like, you know, improve together, not stay stagnant.
Let me ask you
the Browns do Brown things, right?
Yeah, they always for the years.
The Dookie stick.
For 40 years, the Browns do Brown shit. That's the problem.
The Browns do Brown shit, yes.
That's the problem. You get the wrong people in the front office that think they know everything and don't know shit.
Oh, they know some shit. Brown shit.
Yeah. I know what doesn't work.
Well, you got to have the right
what else have we got? Well,
yeah, what else you got?
This morning, I got some good news. James Cook holding is now over.
They signed him.
No, he's back to practice, or is he signed?
Yeah, he's back to practice, and there's going to be a contract in the next few days.
They did.
We'll see.
If he's back in the next week.
What do you think? You know, it's going to be funny if he made all this hoopla just to get $11 million a year, because like it's really about the guarantees for those running backs.
He's not going to get 11. He's not going to get 11.
You think? Yeah, he's probably going to get like 14 or something, like a 13 or whatever it is.
Do y'all think he top 10 running back?
No. He's a product of that offense.
Top 10?
top 10 in fantasy. Y'all play fantasy.
No.
Yeah, I think.
Y'all play fantasy now.
He might hit 12. He needs all the touchdowns. He had 18 touchdowns last year. Like that regression is coming.
So how many yards?
He was a guy that had 4 touchdowns on average. Then he goes to 18 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So I think
yeah.
And JD would be the first one to tell you his breakdown on the metrics. I mean, you know what's wonderful about a contract year? You get the production out of the motherfuckers because they want to get the bag. But that's what we saw last year. And prior to this, but all his metrics have been the same pretty much. His yards per carry, it's lackluster. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, the touchdowns were there. The touchdowns were there last year, 18, and he strung together 1,000 all-purpose. I don't think he's the top 10 consistently.
Ooh.
Well, he had more yards on the ground in 2023, and then he had more air yards in 2023. He had more
Air
touchdowns
yards or receiving yards.
So okay, now let me say this.
You mean receiving yards?
In the air, he had more touchdowns. So even though he had a down year,
if he regresses to the mean,
he regressed. So he actually, even though he regresses on rushing touchdowns, he could
regress to the mean as far as his average, his total production. Okay.
Let me ask y'all this.
Maybe he's 11 or 12.
Y'all cannot get Devin Henry.
The Bills are gonna score. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like the Ray Davis thing is a threat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious. I want to kind of be patient with the progression that they want him. If they expect him to evolve into a more of a complimentary back, not just a breather or
Gibbs, Bijan, Saquon.
Wow, we're talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about guys. I'm just trying. I'm trying to fit James Cook here. Pause.
Yeah.
Right. Henry, Achane,
Josh
Jacobs.
I'm gonna put Chase Brown there.
Chase Brown, 100%. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I have James Cook as a low end RB1.
Okay, so you have him as an 11 or 12 or a 10, somewhere in that range, 10 to 12.
Yeah, where I get him
here that I'm taking
isn't relevant because basically when you're my opinion about the first 2 rounds, I want to be in the neighborhood. I don't want to fall short, way the fuck short. But at least I want to be in the neighborhood. So if I have a strong floor guy
Jonathan Taylor, okay. Jonathan Taylor or James Cook.
And if he's on the field, he's going to be a part of that scoring process, whether it be before the touchdown or
James Cook.
Involved in the touchdown. He's going to be a playmaker.
Let me ask y'all this. Y'all been playing fantasy for how long?
Me? About 20 years.
15 years.
Okay. So your top 5 running backs not there.
No,
and he's there. Will y'all get him?
Hell yeah.
I'm all in on James Cook, man. I know that the TD regression is going to be there, but it's a high-powered offense. They're going to use him a lot. I don't care if he's on the field 60% of the time. He's going to get looks and he's going to score points.
He's going to get his touches and he's going to get his
100%.
touchdowns.
Right. So
100%. I got him falling somewhere between RB 9 and 12, which is
he's
amazing
perfect because nobody wants to touch him. He's great value right now.
Yeah.
So how much
you're finishing a low end
and to be honest, I can only come up with 8 names that I would have took before him, so I guess I can't really argue it either.
So how
He's
much
the one who gets supposed to
money?
be going. If you pass him up, it's because you just hate him.
How much money should they give him?
Anything like an 8 or 9.
That has nothing to do with fantasy, so I don't care.
Not a lot. Yeah, because the running back, like honestly, if James Cook wasn't in the equation, I'd throw Ray Davis and it'd be the same conversation.
Wow.
That's how running backs are, though. You know, that's the reality of it. Like if you're in a system that's gonna be successful, like the Bills are gonna win a lot and they're gonna score
Yeah,
some
is he
points.
gonna hit for 15 touchdowns at least again?
And they're gonna do all sorts of things that benefit running backs. It's just like if you have that piece in Buffalo, it's like even Khalil Shakir and all Keon Coleman, they have a lot of value and they're going undervalued in a sense because of the lack of production week to week. But this is a new year. This is a new system.
At the receiver position, period. The only one
We got the same
Shakir,
pieces. So yeah, you already know what pieces we have, and I'm probably inclined to believe that the Buffalo Bills aren't going to drop off and not make the playoffs and win a bunch of games.
And they do have another year with Joe Brady.
They didn't make it to the playoffs because of that division.
Right.
Now keep it 100.
The guys that's going around where Cook is going at, I'm definitely taking Alvin Kamara for surely over him. I might want to take Connor over him.
I'm kind of off Kamara.
And I might want to take Travion Henderson, bro, in 2 rounds.
Hell yeah.
A round and a half later, 100%. And I'm a DeAndre Swift believer, 100%. So there's a few running backs that I am passing up.
Rather wait on.
Well, what I'm saying is the top running backs, y'all top 5, top 8 running backs, not there. They're not there. And he on the board. Will y'all take him?
I mean,
I just ran off a few that I'm not take.
Philosophically, I'm not taking running backs in that range where this guy goes anyway.
Yeah, that'd be like a dead zone.
Yeah, the RB9.
Like I'm viewing the receivers there.
Are really like they're enticing to fucking absolutely go with the wide receivers. Like I said. Usually 3 wide receiver sets. You're drafting fucking probably 5 wide receivers in the first 7 rounds.
It's settled. James Cook is officially on my I'm okay being wrong about list.
All right,
I'm okay being wrong about James Cook.
People close to the situation believe that the Jets could move running back Breece Hall by the trade deadline and move forward with running backs Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing about that statement. Of course they can before the trade deadline, because if a good team, a contender's running back goes down on them, they'll go ahead and consider that. You know what I mean?
I don't think they do
it's somebody you could buy on a Braylon the rest of his deal.
And Isaiah ain't gonna get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them tandem without Breece, that I don't think they're getting the job done. Which, as skeptical as y'all might think it is, the Jets, they're not far away from being a playoff contender. The fact that we got Justin Fields
last couple years.
We got a quarterback that we can basically scheme, right? If he can stay healthy and not turn the ball over, which he's gotten better every year. In fact, every single important stat for quarterbacks in his career, he's gotten progressively better. And it hasn't been maybe the first round talent that he was drafted at, but the case for him is that every system, every year has been a new coordinator.
I do want to say something about just
a new fucking this and that. It's never been consistent. It's never been a ripe opportunity for a young quarterback to learn how to be successful. But he's talented. We know that. We've seen him run all over the place. That motherfucker can run.
Very talented, like you just said. Not keep it 100. Chicago was a dumpster fire. Yes or no? Chicago did not know they left hand from their right hand. So how you know put somebody in the fire and you don't got no offensive line? You don't got no running backs. You don't got no tight end. You don't got no they had like 30 tight ends. My bad. So Of course, he gonna look bad. You got the wrong head coach and the wrong GM in the front office.
Yeah,
I pray the guy got to do right by Justin Fields.
Yeah. Well,
I've always been a fan. I'm rooting for him. Of course, it's the quarterback of my team, and shout out to Diamond Joe, man. He's got a lot of good points right there. What's not to like about Fedora's stat line? I know, like, the argument, I guess, for him was that he didn't face the best players because he wasn't even on the field. I mean, like, the facts are that he still managed 2 touchdowns and didn't turn the ball over.
Well,
and after the game, he acted like he belonged, which is important to me. No matter how cocky he might come off to you, to me, that probably more renders to confidence because he's been doing this at a high level, regardless of the Colorado State and the team before Colorado. Forgive me for not remembering what that team was. I know it wasn't anything special, but that was the whole purpose of they wanted to go into the they being that family wanted to turn organizations around for the better. And that was probably their best opportunities, to be honest, especially for Deion to get into coaching, is to go into an organization that has no real, plan, no path forward. And the reality is both those organizations, they did better once that family got there. And the quarterback, the defensive back, Travis Hunter is a part of that family. Deion coaching, and then his staff, they bring a culture, and that's a thing in teams. The Texans is a great example of culture. That team is not going anywhere, right? They're
we
kind
had
of like
no culture for like 4 years.
Yeah, because of their culture. So it goes a long way. And if Shedeur comes off to you as cocky, I bet you in the locker room and on the field, they're all pros. Nobody's balls hang lower than the other ones unless you're an uber veteran and you know that this guy is the guy, But in the world of playing on an NFL team, I think everybody is respecting each other and knows that it took a lot to be there.
What
they know that.
They saying he cocky. They saying this, and they say that they had Johnny Manziel there.
Right.
They had Johnny there.
Right.
Johnny.
Yes or no?
Johnny was in a bad.
Johnny.
Here's the thing. Johnny got drafted to a really, really bad, bad
Talking about Johnny's personality.
That's talking about his personality. He was a cocky son bitch. He was this in college. He went to the Browns, the same cocky son bitch. Yes or no?
He was going skiing while quarterbacking.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Remember he had the picture. Somebody that took the picture of him about to hit the line and shit.
Right. So what we talk this the Browns. Oh my God.
Well, go ahead, Lee. Let's change this. Let's get off this. Pause.
Coming out of Green Bay, Packers quarterback Jordan Love is undergoing a procedure on his left thumb, but should be ready for week 1. He hurt his thumb hitting a helmet on Monday.
Ooh.
I'm a doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Procedure and surgery are two different things. Boom.
Well,
I'm a
with
doctor.
the 49er faithful in the house.
Hold on. Let's digest this real quick. Josh Jacobs to the moon, baby.
That's a fact.
If there's anything going on with Jordan Love at all, bro, it's just more Jordan. It's just more Josh Jacobs. Bro.
More Josh Jacobs, yeah.
It's his left thumb, so at least it's not the throwing hand.
Not the throwing hand, yeah.
Ouch.
You remember when? Remember who had all the fucked up hands on the left hand the other year?
Russell Wilson. Oh, no, that
Wasn't it Justin Herbert?
That was, yeah.
I knew
No,
exactly.
it was Joe Burrow had the wrist.
Yeah, but like I remember Justin Herbert. I remember him saying it was just taking the snap every time.
Yeah, it was two years ago. He had it. Yeah, that was
There
2
was
years ago.
2
I was gonna
years
say,
ago.
with the left hand, it just probably, it's a pain tolerance with taking snaps under center.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Shanahan says week 6 is a return for Brandon Ayuk's a week 6 return for Brandon Ayuk.
I feel like that's even a lie too.
Hey, you ain't lying, Wise man. The chat on fire right now. Dylon.
Well, also, we were speaking about.
Go ahead, yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
We were speaking about Matthew Stafford earlier. Sean McVay from Matthew Stafford, his back has not been discussed just yet.
Say that again.
Having a good chance of
Sean McVay says surgery for Matthew Stafford's back has not been discussed just yet.
Yeah, we better not be talking about that shit. Put that on hold. Wait till the off season.
What? I don't like bad news, Lee.
Hey, I'm just delivering the news. Hey, I was gonna say it earlier, but I didn't get to.
In reality, I love it. Fuck the Rams, but I'm like, oh, my fantasy pieces.
Oh man, you're gonna make us all go out and get Stetson Bennett all of a sudden. I ain't getting.
I don't know. It might be Himmy Garoppolo.
Well, Mike Tomlin admitted to knowing that Aaron Rodgers was coming to the Steelers prior to the NFL draft.
I mean, they might have had some scotch.
They,
you know what I mean?
Over the years, they've been
friends.
They've been flirting. Flirting.
Thank you. Over the year, like Aaron Rodgers said it a while back. Oh, I like the Steelers. I like their head coach. And so this like a long time coming. Right.
He should have went. He should. What was fucked up is they were fucking around with Kenny Pickett during that time when Aaron Rodgers was talking about trying to get out of Green Bay.
Right.
And that was the rumor. That was the rumor then, but they're like, no, we're gonna seed out with our first round pick.
Right.
We saw that worked out. They ended up with Justin Fields and goddamn Russ.
Right.
And you know what I mean?
It was like over the year they've been, oh, I like this, I like Aaron Rodgers, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you got the old fart now. You got him. So we're finna see what Aaron Rodgers you gonna get.
Aaron Rodgers still got it, bro. I swear
when
to God,
you get the Aaron Rodgers that put up 28 points or 27 points a game, or will you get? And this is no shot at the Jets that Aaron Rodgers from the year before.
You know what showed me with the Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets though, that he could still sling it.
Yeah.
He was a little inaccurate down the field, but pressure was coming.
But Father Times already catch up, but
he was still slinging it, bro. He put up some numbers.
Yo, if Aaron Rodgers could celebrate the way he does in this Madden game that the clip I'm showing right now, he does like a triple backflip.
Hey, that's ayahuasca, bro. Ayahuasca, it allows you to do backflip somersaults, bro.
Yeah, he didn't play good for us because he's not good. That's why.
Damn.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys are still working out whether Joe Milton or Will Greer will be the backup quarterback to Dak Prescott.
Oh, that's cap. Fuck Will Greer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't terrible. I get the Jets.
He was slinging it.
Everyone's terrible.
What was it?
Well, when you got Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson, you better be able to get it in the area to let them catch it, because it's not him putting it in their hands a lot of the times. It's, them making plays.
Was it Aaron Rodgers or was it the offensive line y'all had last year?
Oh, the line was terrible.
That's what I'm saying. It
It
was both to me. Aaron Rodgers came in with that cocky attitude of the shit. But your head coach last year did not give him an offensive line to block for him. So you see what I'm saying? I'm not taking no shot at the Jets, but come on, you got to think for yourself. If you want the product on the field to look good, fits the offensive line.
Offensive line, they've been investing into the offensive line more than any other position. And it's kind of come together to the point where now that we have a system in place with the quarterback that is at least versatile, right? With Aaron Rodgers, you literally had to give him the full control, and you can't be successful. Aaron Rodgers is not going to go into any organization and win a football game.
I can make a case.
It doesn't matter even if Aaron Rodgers on the field, if he sees defensive alignments and he thinks that he can figure it out on the fly and beat an organization.
What I'm talking about
for a long time, I guarantee you that Aaron Rodgers, that faded a long time ago, and he hasn't been really a good winner. He sniffed the play.
Here's my thing.
Career.
The last time we saw him as a winner,
a bunch of fucking times.
The last time we saw him as a winner, he was in Matt LaFleur's offense, and Arthur Smith. He's a Matt LaFleur disciple. He ripped his whole offense off and he took over for Matt LaFleur in Tennessee. And he's kind of just been running with this offense. So, like in my version, he does know the offense, and he should be able to command this thing day one.
But it's not so hard when you got Devin Henry running for 1,000 yards in Tennessee. Yes or no?
Yes, facts. Right. But I'm talking about.
I'm talking about
systematically. I'm not talking about the personnel-wise.
But Devin Henry was running over everybody.
But back then, you had to lean on Derrick Henry. You had Ryan Tannehill. You know what I mean? So, Aaron Rodgers, to me, he's still one of the best QBs. Maybe physically he don't got it, but as far as running an offense, especially with a defense that could keep you in games,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and it's really going to matter it's going to predicate on the run game.
Right.
Because that's been Aaron Rodgers' success in when Matt LaFleur got there, they became a run-heavy offense. You know what I mean? They just were super efficient in the passing game, and he put up the monster numbers.
Right.
He was MVP twice. I'm not saying he's going to be MVP, but if they can get a run game going,
right?
Yeah, I mean, and you got deep for what it's worth. I guess just DK. I mean, who else do they got over there?
Well, they're trying to get Tevin.
Oh, yes, you do have Jonnu Smith, who's also
they're trying to get Scary Terry. They're trying to get Scary Terry. Oh no.
You know, if they were able to do that,
the latest news is that he's been hanging out with the ownership.
Yep, it is.
But I've been reading.
This is news to me. Where were you at on this, Lee?
What?
I put it in a thread.
Okay, I missed it.
No, he ain't got there yet. He ain't got. We've been lighting it up, man. This motherfucker, we've been on fire today, bro. My bad, Lee.
Well,
it's all good. That's all the homies today, Robert.
Tell me, Lee.
Well, a pair of fumbles got Lions quarterback Hendon Hooker pulled pause early on Friday preseason game, and it may have cemented Kyle Allen as the backup to Jared Goff.
I don't believe that. Kyle Allen sucks.
Yeah, I'd be surprised unless they make an actual move off of the Tennessee kid. I don't see it. No.
Now let me get to the sad news of injuries.
Hey, is Kyle Allen the one that been making Tesla go off?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, I want Kyle Allen.
You know, right?
What would you trade to acquire Kyle Allen in a dynasty?
I mean, it would probably be whatever coordinator he used to be with.
It'd have to be the Detroit team. But like, what are you doing?
If he's the second string, I give up a fifth or a sixth.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Would you? I mean, we're talking about dynasty. Do you think you can get bench pieces and like actual like ancillary pieces that like might be bench pieces that would be valuable on the other guys?
If I was making a trade with,
I don't want to give up picks. I'm a rookie feed, man. I don't fuck around with like the rookie, like trading my rookie picks like that, man.
So like
if I can offload a lot of my team to get a piece, then maybe I will.
I don't know if y'all went through any of the waivers, right? So I got one share of Justin Fields in all the leagues we in, right?
Yeah.
I got Adrian Martinez and Brady Cook everywhere else, 100%, just in case.
Just in case.
Break in case of glass. There ain't no other quarterback. They just Tyrod Taylor blurb just came out that he ain't. It might be. They hope for week 1, 100%.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Ramrod.
When you go dumpster diving and you find little quarterbacks that might have a chance to elevate to the 2 or the 3, even though the 3 is a break in case of emergency. But in that situation right there, you might got you a piece of gold, 100%. So there be certain little or Stetson Bennett. I got Stetson Bennett in one league that we in last week, 100% because he was
the one I dropped him in.
My mama. So it's
what are you doing? Dropping quarterbacks.
I dropped him like months ago.
Oh, okay.
When they were talking about he might not even make the team.
Oh no, we got sad news.
All right. Well, Dolphins running back Alexander Madison has a neck injury and he's kaput for the year. He's done. He's out.
Yeah, he requires season neck injury or surgery. Sorry.
Now coming out this morning, the Saints fear center Will Clapp suffered a serious foot injury that is believed to be season injury and requires surgery.
What's his name?
Season injury.
What's his name?
Will Clapp.
What?
Will Clapp.
Y'all know what? You know what?
Hey, you got clapped.
Wait a minute, you fell for it.
The Clapp.
Bro's name is crazy.
What his name? Every time you said that, you fell for it.
Tajay Spears was diagnosed with a high ankle sprain, and Spears is going to miss a few weeks.
Yeah, go away, Spears.
I love me some Tajay Spears, and that fucking hurt, man. I'm like,
49ers running back. 49ers 4th round wide receiver Jordan Watkins is expected to miss about a month with a high ankle sprain. Now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back Rashad White has a groin injury he suffered and is going to miss at least a few weeks, and he is undergoing additional testing.
Damn, more Bucky.
Now, as for Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed is day-to-day with a sprained foot. Head coach Matt LaFleur said he's hopeful for week 1, but is concerned seeing him in a walking boot.
Well, at least that organization. I think they got backups. They got enough hands on deck.
As for the Texans, tight end Brevin Jordan, Peacock told us in the thread he's pretty much done for the year. which is sad. After this is his second serious injury, correct, Peacock?
Yeah, second year in a row, he has a devastating knee injury early in the year.
Yeah. Now, as for Eagles guard Landon Dickerson is week to week with the meniscus injury.
That sucks.
Oh, as for the Ravens, cornerback Robert Langeboom.
Jump right into football activities with.
Yeah. Ravens quarterback Robert Langeboom. So excuse me. Pause. I can't pronounce his last name. Longer Beam suffered a torn patella tendon and will miss the entire 2020 season. It's all good. Now, as for Chiefs safety Devin Bush, he tore his ACL and he will miss the entire 2025 season.
As for the Chiefs safety Devin Bush, what am I hearing right now? Is that a thing? Devin Bush is the
Dion Bush.
Oh.
Dion.
What's going on here? What did we just do?
Predicament.
Hey, I'm not trying to make this hard on you. I'm just listening.
I know. As for Commanders offensive tackle Lucas Nang, who signed a deal with the team last week, tore his ACL.
Damn.
As for the Jaguars, defensive lineman Eric Armstead has no timetable to return, though the team hopes he'll be ready for week 1. Now, as for the New York Jets, head coach Aaron Glenn said that veteran backup quarterback Tyrod Taylor had a procedure, and he hopes he will be ready for week 1 for the regular season opener to back up Justin Fields. And all Carlos news, I'm done for the day.
Dang.
Thank you, Lee.
Yes, the ear to the streets, everybody.
Man, they're dropping like flies with all the ACL injuries.
Allen is on fire today, boy.
Yeah, I see
Shout
that.
out to Allen. Big up to the homie Allen in the chat, man.
Yeah, facts, Peacock. No Diddy, man. Boy.
Somebody mentioned it earlier. The chat's going crazy. Shout out to Diamond Joe. He's a real one.
Diamond Joe keeps it lit all the time.
One of the playmakers.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah.
That's one of his many theme songs,
in his
actually.
living room, shining up all those diamonds right now.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. We got the countdown. The countdown is real.
Yeah. Ooh, tomorrow we're looking at a week away.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you.
Till I cause
You know what I'm saying? Hold on,
craziness.
We gonna be there.
Yep.
Hey, Lee's gonna be the guy who's gonna telegraph our every movement. He's gonna be like, listen, we're over here. Now we're over here. Now we're doing this. Hey, you know what's funny? I just thought of this. Is Lee still gonna flood the chat even though we're right there with him? Right?
Oh, yeah. We already know that. We got the alert. They don't get silent.
We got
okay,
we're
getting all the news. We don't silence the ears. We don't silence the ears. The ears is live, 100%.
Where's the fucking earplugs, motherfuckers?
I love it.
Hey, 34 years ago today, Doug premiered on Nickelodeon.
Oh, let's go.
And the Nickelodeon is the ABC Doug. Fuck that one. I ain't fuck with the ABC Doug. The Nickelodeon
Doug is the one, bro.
It was weird. How come they had different episodes? I could never figure that out. I was like, how are we gonna have Doug on 2 different networks and show 2 different entire episodes? and act like they're both new, and then not show.
Because in the other Doug, that was they were
They had
expanding the Doug
voice
verse.
actors and everything. It was fucking wild. Same animation,
Roger,
but different voice actors.
Roger was rich now in those versions too. Remember? Roger's family got rich somehow.
Well, I mean, I thought he was rich. What, he wasn't rich in the ABC one?
No, you mean in the Nickelodeon one?
No, in the Nickelodeon one, there was one homie that was like fucking rich. I don't know who it was.
No, that was Mr. Dink. Mr. Dink, the neighbor.
Oh,
he'd be like, Douglas, come here, Douglas. And you go next door, and then he'd be like, he would show him some shit. He'd be like, look, this is my new state of the art. Fucking, he was a baller. He just had all this fancy shit, and he'd be like, look at my new potato salad maker, and then he would explain how it works. He'd be like, very expensive, but that was his like little catchphrase, like very expensive. He had all the fly shit. Shout out to Mr. Dink, and even his house on the block was like a dome. It was like some other shit. You feel me?
Yeah, it's weird.
Was a baller,
it's weird how they can do that. I don't know how they can do that and make a different episode for two different networks like that.
Well, it's when you
Back then.
sell the IP. You sell a piece of the IP. For example, you have Fox for years. They own the X-Men property. So then Disney, back in the days, they buy Marvel. But then they had Disney XD, where they're showing Marvel. They're showing it was like a X-Men New Generation or some shit. It was like some cartoon. But Fox owns the X-Men property, but they're using all the one-off characters that aren't, of the ones that they own the full IPs for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing like with Spider-Man when it comes to the Marvel and the MCU. You know what I'm saying? So Spider-Man, he has his whole universe, and then Sony, who owns Spider-Man, or the majority of Spider-Man, I should say, but they own the Spider-Verse, so they do all of the Venom movies and everything else. But see, now it's kind of cool that they're trying to incorporate them in the MCU, but it's only because Sony has just been strong-arming them, especially with all the storylines that they have been utilizing. Like when they were gonna do Civil War, it's like, okay, we can't not have Spider-Man in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So then they're like, all right, so Sony and the MCU now finally did the fucking Far From Home and Away From Home or whatever, the whole Spider-Man.
What is
series.
Spider-Man's role in the Marvel universe? So say like
he's in a lot of those. Spider-Man, you couldn't have Civil War without Spider-Man. You couldn't have Endgame without Spider-Man, but they did that. You couldn't have the Infinity War without Spider-Man. They did that. You know what I mean? But then there's things like the multiverse war, the incursions. They were introducing that, and with the Kang shit, and they use Spider-Man to introduce that. You know what I mean? The multiverse.
So explain why it can't happen without. Why is Spider-Man the
He's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Why does he bring everything together?
That's why you need him. You really need him because he's a draw.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't I guess in Marvel, like after Superman, I'm sorry, like or not Superman,
Superman.
Get it together. What the fuck is the Marvel guy that's like Superman? Is there any of them like Superman?
Like Superman?
My problem is that I've been in the Fortnite verse for a little while, and they've already fucking conglomerated and been together for like 6 years. They've already and started doing all this fucking weird shit, this MCU stuff. I feel like did the Fortnite hijack everybody's intentions and say we're starting this.
Fortnite's been in the zeitgeist for like over 10 years at this point now. Is that what we're
Well,
at?
here's the thing about Fortnite. Fortnite's so deep into the Marvel universe that Galactus, right, has already eaten the fucking planet once. Like he's already came over to fucking like eat it, and then they fucking fought him and destroyed him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the multiverse he's eating hell of universes, or whatever, planets and shit.
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
That's what he does. He's Galactus. He sends out
Iron Man was the one that was
to go scout for him.
Right, and Iron Man is
Surfer finds a joint and he swoops in and eats that motherfucker.
Marvel. I work for Disney, but I am not a superhero buff. Sorry.
It's all good. We forgive you. Don't let it happen again.
Iron Man, is he the one that fucking beats Galactus? And I haven't even watched any of those fucking Marvel movies.
No, they didn't. They just barely put in Galactus right now. Galactus is a Fantastic Four heel or a bad guy, or a baddie, whatever you want to call it, big baddie, whatever you want to call it.
No, Galactus is misunderstood.
I know.
He's a necessary.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, in the new Fantastic Four, he is the big baddie early. One of them. I forgot what I was about to say.
Silver Surfer and Galactus. So what's the story?
Well, Galactus, he'll send, he just, all his whole purpose is eating planets and worlds and things of that nature. So he just be chilling, sleep, and then he sends out fucking Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer go find some shit, and he's went through like different iterations of the Silver Surfer. So in this case, the new one, it's the female. You know what I mean? Which was probably not a fan favorite at all, but we're living in a day and age where it's like, hey, you know what? Put a vagina on it. You know what I mean?
On the Silver Surfer?
Yeah. Well, because there was a time period where one of the earlier Silver Surfers was a female. So they, this is the one that they're playing on right now in current MCU.
Oh wow, that I was not even aware of that.
Well, because there's different iterations of Silver Surfer, but the one that everybody is like familiar with is the male version, who's essentially riding around naked. If you know what I mean. You're like, why is this dude? He's just all silver. He's like the T-1000
but he has no member
hanging. So that's his skin, right? For children.
He's like, this is how I take the Silver Surfer. Like he's the T1. He's the T-1000, right? But
he's a T-1000 looking motherfucker. But
yeah,
but he rides upon a majestic fucking surfboard, flying through space, looking for a planet that has life and all things that make a planet and life. So Galactus can come and consume it.
He like serves like radio, I'm
not a
radiation.
Silver Surfer buff either. I always thought Silver Surfer was kind of lame. Like, oh, you're just gonna do what this motherfucker tells you to do. And I'm pretty sure along the way, Silver Surfer becomes like, or he's not. He doesn't become it. He's always sentient. He's conscious. He's aware of what he's doing, and then one day he breaks away. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's like one of the meta. He's one of the in the Marvel in the MCU in the metaverse. He's like equivalent to like a Magneto. He's a one of those like. The mutants that what's the elite mutants?
Well, he's not a mutant. He's a celestial being. You know what I mean? Like the mutants.
No, but like, you know what I mean about like the mutants that are on a class above, right?
Yeah, alpha. What do we call them? The alpha, omega, or the alpha level, or whatever they call it. Omega level. There you go. Omega level.
Yeah, omega level. Yeah, so
where you can destroy the world.
Motherfucking Silver Surfer falls into the omega level.
100%, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. But also too, it's like, I mean, I guess there's a distinction when they talk about like the mutant. When you're in the X-Men universe, when you're talking about the mutants and stuff. That's the distinction for the most powerful ones, right? But see, there's the ones that can like reach.
Well, they're the original Marvel crew, right?
Well, you have to,
like when it comes to Marvel Magnificent Mutants or whatever the fuck it was, the Marvel's Magnificent Mutants. the fucking X-Men.
Yeah, they had the Uncanny. They had they had all kinds of X-Men. They had even in the 90s, you had, or the late 80s and the 90s, you had like the blue X-Men and the gold, and you had different groups where it's like, they're led by different members or whatnot. But like they had what was that? Oh yeah, like for example, Iceman, right? He's an Omega level, but like you have to train and you have to like hone it and get to that level. But he has the potential to be an Omega level, like where he could like put the world into a nuclear, a polar freeze. You know what I mean? And just destroy everything in that matter. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Cyclops is an Omega level. His like he could, at one point he could open his he could get to that level where he could just optic blast his whole shit to hell. I think his brother too have Havoc. His brother's power is he has the power to wield energy from the celestial. So it's like he has this like almost unlimited source of power, but yeah, you have to be able to hone this shit, right? And then you could just, and then that's what's, and then you have the like the Weapon X program.
Fucking Professor X and Magneto.
Yeah, Professor X and Magneto. Yeah, they're Omega levels. Oh, we got to pick.
What we got?
Diane Brown. Oh no, Dwayne Brown. Excuse me. DL.
Oh, that's a damn good pick.
My bad.
No, even the De'Amon Brown, if that was that too, I just thought of this. De'Amon Brown's just going to be the X receiver. He's just this big body that's just going to go down the field routinely, just go routes. Just, one day he's going to hit.
It's an IDP flex pick for Timmy.
Yeah, the boy out of Auburn. It might be his first round pick for him.
He's got Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh, never mind.
Divine Diablo, Derek Brown, Levante David.
He's the one that took Divine Diablo. Durr.
Terrell Dotson.
Brr.
Jefferson.
Even Peacock, I was like, who took Mohamed Diaby or Diab, whatever his name is? And I was like, Peacock out there. I'm like, all the low key guys have been gone. I'm like, man, I let me. That's not uncharacteristic of me. Like you bang down 4 legit linebackers, top 35 guys, right? Kidda. You got Jordan Brooks and Spillane, and then even the Austin Gaither.
Akeem Davis Gaither, and my sleeper pick. I guess it's not a sleeper. Most people should know who Lou Fowl is, but Maurice Lou Fowl. He's gonna get hopefully he gets the green sticker on his helmet, and will get 140 tackles.
Well, I did see that Henley's gonna wear the green dot over for the Chargers.
Mm-hmm. I got your man Colson.
Come on, Lee. What you want for Junior?
I got your man Junior.
I don't know. Where are we talking? Where do you have Junior?
I got Junior Colson, bro.
Where?
Where is the most?
32.
In the 32.
I ain't getting
in the World War 32.
Come on, man.
I ain't gonna go that far.
All right, we'll see. Got Will Disley over there too. Walt Disley.
But I'm not gonna go the Charger way.
I'll have you know Walt Disley created such films as Pinocchio.
We'll send him to Kidda. He's a Walt Disney man.
Walt Disley. I'm trying to tell you.
Come on, he's the company man.
Yeah, I'm excited for I like the way this World War 32 is shaping out. This is gonna be fucking bananas.
Yo.
And reminder for everyone too. This is really cool because I always had a gripe with only 8 teams getting in. We're gonna do it like the NFL, and we've already discussed this in the chat months back when during the the beginning of this joint. But 14 teams get in, and it's a 13-week regular season. And week 14, 15, 16, and 17 are the playoffs. So we're going full NFL mode. You know what I mean? Top 4 teams. There's no divisions, though, or conferences. So it's just top 14. And it is head-to-head. So you will be playing 13 other motherfuckers out of this league. Obviously, we're not playing everyone because it's 32. So that's the one thing, too, by the grace of the fantasy gods. You know what I mean? When it makes the regular schedule. You know what I mean? We have no control over that. But yeah, 14 teams get in, 2 bye weeks. Week 14 starts the playoffs. Then we get into week 15 and reinsert back the bye week teams. And we're good to go. Excited.
So be fun.
Oh yeah. Also, Kidda, let them know too. We're doing a guillotine in Vegas too.
Oh yeah.
Saturday morning. This is what we're aiming for. Saturday morning. Before I know the East Side League draft is something that I definitely am committed to. Brady Champ, ain't that right, Bones? But yeah, that one I think we're shooting for like 2 or 3 o'clock on Saturday. So you know what I mean? Anywhere from 10 to 11, that would be dope. We do a fucking guillotine. Between we start around 10 or 11 Saturday.
Let them know how a guillotine works. Let them know the specifics on.
So have you? Because I know you set it up, but did you go through the format, like the what we're starting and all that? Because I don't know that.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So what we've got is we're trying to set it up to get 18 teams, and so we've got 18 weeks, right?
18 teams.
So what a guillotine league is the lowest earning points
on a week-to-week basis.
Team, they get axed, and the whole lineup gets thrown into the waivers. So you have to throw fab in to grab those players. Your objective is to not be in last place week to week.
Yeah,
so that is the idea of
it's not about a cumulative points total.
You ain't trying to lose. You don't want to get last place. That's the objective. And then,
all that matters.
And then the second objective is to spend your fab accordingly. There's no other league where waivers and fab need more than a guillotine league. If you can win a week through fab and then throw them into your lineup because all of a sudden you came up on a Jahmyr Gibbs or something like that, you know what I mean? That's how I'm talking. That's how this format works. So premier players are going to be available for you to spend on, and that's what makes this fun, is because you got to be smart. You got to think about which players you're going after.
Let's call it Ichabod Crane. The Ichabod Crane League.
I'll make you co-commissioner, and you can fucking change the name to whatever you want.
Horseman League. Okay, yeah, make me co.
Yeah, I'll give you the opportunity to.
We gotta put some pizzazz on it.
But the idea of guillotine, if anybody's not familiar, fab is how you win these leagues. So
here's
you're gonna get.
Let me explain it real quick.
The way that I gave us 777 because we doing this in Vegas, baby, and the 777 is a jackpot. So we're rolling with it.
And see, this is what I'm saying too, is it's 18 teams, and there's 17 weeks in the fantasy season, as in from week 1 all the way up to week 17. That's the championship. So you start with 18. Every week you put in your lineup. As long as you're not the lowest scoring on the week, you survive. The lowest scoring, we chop him. He's out. He's done. And all his players go to the waiver, and now you get a chance to replenish. because you're a survivor and it's all fab. Now, with that said, every week it goes so forth. You get down to week 18, there's only 2 remaining, and it's winner takes all. I think we're gonna go with $25 just to assure that we get this filled up. Well, I would love to go 50, but you know what? We'll go 25.
Yeah, that's what Minnesota did. Hey, that's what Minnesota Den said. He said he won't in, and what's the buy-in?
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I know I sent out a mass invite for the $50 on one of our chats.
It's 50? It's 50? I'm with it. It's 50 then.
Yeah, because what were we talking about? 50
times
15? That's 18 times 5. 540?
Let me do the math. So 8 times 5, 0, 4, 5, 9. It's $900.
1,000. That's 9
smackers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a great fucking addition to your fantasy season, man. Like this is one of those
man conquers the entire mountain.
The guillotine league. What's cool about it is that it's different from all your other ones. You're gonna treat it different. There's a different objective week to week.
You almost have to draft to assure, like you almost have to look at week 1 matchups and be like, all right, this is what I'm safe with week 1.
Well, that's what it is. I don't care if I lose. I just don't want to be last place.
No, there is no heads up though, so no one loses except for the lowest score.
Right.
Every week.
Yeah.
It's just put in your lineup that is not the fucking lowest scoring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking madness.
Nova.
Bogey's right. This ain't gonna be a no thing. Whether it be 50 or whatever, I don't think we started collecting dues, but I anticipated 50 per person.
I'm with it. I'm pretty sure everyone will be as well. I just
we got the Crooked Commission in the building, and
what's up, Crooked?
Minnesota Den said send him the invite, bro.
Yep.
100%. I'll get it your way right now.
Look at that. Yeah, and I think we even got a board already for it. We ordered a board for it. It's not a fancy schmancy one. It's a guillotine board.
Well,
what?
Yeah, 100%. I have a board for this draft specifically. If for some reason it doesn't happen, which I don't think it will, but if we can't get 18 teams and we want to do it regularly, then I'll be able to do any type of league. But I've got a 20.
No, we're doing a guillotine.
20 team, 30 round belt
motherfuckers
board.
Getting slayed. There will be only one.
With all.
Listen. We got varieties. You come to the dojo of the GWN. There's definitely different fighting styles. You know, Bones and died in every fighting style. Mary?
All right.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, the guillotine is fun though, because the guillotine, it's like, okay, for example, say you draft well, and you surviving, you might not need to go and spend hella guap on the available players that go to the waiver because you're surviving. Then you could just save up your guap, and then say you get to week 6, 7, and now that Jahmyr Gibbs guy, he has that bad week. Now Gibbs is out there. You go, oh shit. I could go drop 300 on Gibbs right now.
Kid of Minnesota Den said he good with the 50.
All right. Yep. I just sent him the invite, and he should be able to find it.
Did you decide if we're going guillotine with IDPs or just it all offense?
No, I got it as IDPs too.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're doing full Savage.
Oh my God, this is savage. Okay, look at this. A couple years ago, I'm in a guillotine, and it's one of it was one of Aaron Rodgers' MVP years, but it was week 1 against the Saints, and I draft all these fucking Packers because I'm like, they're about to smash the Saints week 1. Remember? And it was Darren Rodgers that showed up. It wasn't no Aaron Rodgers. This motherfucker, and it was his worst game of the year. And every other game, he ended up throwing for 40 tugs that year. But that first game, threw for a couple picks. I had Aaron Jones. He didn't do shit. You know what I mean? Jameis Winston threw 5 tugs. It was only for like 200 yards, but remember, Jameis Winston was going crazy. That was his first year as a starter for the Saints. He ended up tearing his ACL that year. But it was insane because I was the lowest scoring that first week, and I was done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The furthest I've ever gotten a guillotine is week 13. So yeah, this is one of those marathons for real. Everybody versus everyone, and we're gonna and there's only literally one. Second place is literally the first loser. There's only one winner in this one.
Yeah, the definitely a win or lose situation. I guess theoretically you could split the pot once it gets there, but
you probably could, especially for everyone, for the future 18 or other 16 or whatever and change that's going to be in it with us. I'll split if we get down
there. Right?
I'm just throwing it out there.
That's a grind in itself. I'm all right.
Because then if I win, I get the glory.
Mm-hmm.
And if I not got the insurance, you know what I mean? Yeah. Plus, you know what? Here's my thing too about most of our leagues, especially the dynasties, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's gonna be individuals for the most part that you rock with, and they'll be like, yeah, we'll be down for the split. It's not, you know what I mean? Because there is an old mindset, and I've never been of this mindset, but I've encountered it more often than not. Is the people that when you ask them for the split, it's a sign of weakness to them. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, shout out to the entire Heart to Start. All of Guccini and them's leagues, bro, there's only first and second place, and second place is money back. You know what I mean? There is no splits. You ask for split, they laugh at you. You know what I mean? Because I did, and they laughed at me. And then I won it, and I was happy I didn't have a split. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Because the Heart to Start breeds champions. You know what I mean? What is the second place? Or what is this split? What is the split? What are you talking about? Oh, you scared you're going to lose? Ha ha. You lost already. You know what I mean? You feel me? But, you know what I mean? I was fortunate to get into a Heart to Start, just low key. And, you know, no one's from the Heart to Start. If they're watching, I'm sorry, but there was one time I got in the Super Bowl with JD. I said, "Hey, you down to split?" He's like, "Hell, motherfucking yeah!"
Right? Come on now.
And I lost that Super Bowl.
We gonna run that shit up. Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh no, I split with you in the Dynasty. That's what it was. You beat me in the Dynasty, and it was It was Jordan. Someone who in the Heart to Start. He has the Patrick Mahomes Kelsey stack.
Oh, it might be if it's Jordan, it's BJ then.
Yeah, BJ, right? So look at this. He split with me on the low though. He was down for the split. I was like, yes. Shout out to BJ.
I guess
here's a counter argument to Crooked. Here's a counter argument to Crooked. He's saying only bitches split them legs. Hey, winner wins.
We're talking about
so the person who wins, they get recognized. That's not an illusion. Whoever outright wins gets the winning bragging rights.
Here's an example.
Splitting the money, that's a win-win for everybody. Why not do it?
Here's the thing. Here's an example. And
if you win, then you still get the bragging rights. Fucking who cares?
All my $200 leagues that are 12-team, all my redraft $200 leagues, it's 14. It's 7 and 3. So if you're third place, you get $300. You know what I mean? I think you came in third place in 2 of my leagues last year. You made that was $600 back. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that was awesome, right? When you're in third place, because all right, cool, I'll dry my tears with $600 real quick. But
and diversify their portfolio, because not only did I win third and second and fourth and fifth, I won first and first and first and first.
Yeah, exactly. And then if I'm first, but here's my thing too, though. In my leagues, if I get there and I go, "Hey, what's up, bro? Let's split." So we always do 11 and 1,000. You know what I mean? What I mean? Everyone loves that.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, hey, did you want to? But you know what though? Shout out to all the real warriors, because I'll give it up to them, because they go. You know what I mean? They go, nah, I don't want to split 14 or 7.
Whatever you, if
Like,
you
look
if
at
you don't
Smokey
decide
in the
to split the pot,
GWN,
that's
Smokey
fine.
and
I'm not gonna.
it was
I'm just
Diamond
gonna go.
Joe.
Okay, I better not lose.
It was Diamond Joe and it was Smoking Jay in the GWN championship last year. It's a $200 dynasty. And they said, fuck no, we ain't splitting shit. You know what I mean? They happily took the 14 and 7. You know what I mean? They're like, fuck no, I'm trying to get that double up. You know what I mean? I'm all right with it. Like, hey, leave with a stackito. You know what I mean? Let's go. Then the glory is even the cherry on top for me. Or the money is really the cherry on top. I'm all about the glory. Fuck that. The money's incentive. At least for me. Even though the money is all of it. That's the only reason I'll even play. It makes it real. If we're not playing for actual money, motherfuckers will just sleep at the wheel. Fuck them.
Yeah, it's all about making it fun, though. You know, you don't have to have a high stakes league every single opportunity you get to play fantasy football. Like we're juggling $50 leagues. We even talked about it in this conversation. We were even talking about $25 leagues. You know, whatever you can do to make your NFL season fun. Fantasy football is a way to do it. There's not only do you get guillotine leagues, they have vampire leagues, they have all sorts of different style non-traditional.
I remember one time Peacock was in an upside down league where you have to be the lowest scoring, you know what I mean? On the week on purpose. So it's like you're starting other, you know what I mean? You're starting some motherfuckers, you know what I mean? You're like, all right.
Yeah.
But I think there was some kind of
way to, like you just have to like for me being patient
value based,
valuing my draft choices higher than letting the trend like sway my original draft choice, right? So sometimes you get noise and there's a lot of production coming from a player and where you're like, oh, do it.
There's Brandon Fisk and Hunter Renfrow. Now we got I can't see who.
Oh, Hunter Renfrow, the oldest, the 50-year-old man in the face.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
60.
I don't know why.
He's fine for an organization. I don't
we got
know how
Sweetness
much
on the clock.
But this is pretty deep into the draft. We don't have very many rounds left in the 32
Yeah, we're
team.
basically in the final four.
19 rounds. Last time I made picks, I was looking at the board going, "Oh shit, I'm fucked." Next time around, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not even thinking about it. I still have probably a couple dozen picks till it comes back towards the. Oh, actually, no. Looks like a half dozen. I'm 7 picks away. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll be able to make my pick on stream, huh?
What did I hear my name, Bogey?
What happened?
Did I hear my name?
No.
Hey, Bakes a lot said not a big fan of the guillotine leagues, but if you need someone to fill at the end, pause, I'll jump in.
There you go. It'll be the Saturday morning. He's there. Bakes is there, live and direct. Let's go. Bong.
You gotta construct your roster. And I'm only not trying to be the worst team of the week. That's a dynamic that's not like you're usually doing a head-to-head, right? And now you're trying.
In these leagues, it tends to go people, they approach this shit, they go, all right, what do I want for week 1 and beyond? right? A lot of times people, they choose their quarterback right out the gate. You only need one.
So you think they're being? Do you think you could be too cautious?
Jawar Johnson, or Jordan, excuse me, Jordan. Damn, that's a hell of a tongue twister.
Oh, the Niners.
Jawar Jordan, running back for the
Texans. Niners, right?
Hey, yo,
For the
man, you
Texans.
killed that. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't even read. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
Right.
I was like, yo, I love names.
Yeah. Oh, Houston.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Never mind. I can't even try.
No, I ain't gonna try that shit no more, bro.
I
Fuck
was
that.
try.
Oh, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going guillotine. We're going.
Don't we have a Niners running back with the Jordan last name too?
Yeah.
Well, Price?
James Jordan, I think it is.
Yeah.
James Jordan, it is.
Oh, Jordan James.
There it is.
Oh, okay, Jordan James.
Yeah, and then and he's hurt right now, but he'll be back. He'll show you. And then there's we also have this other dude, the Kiner. Fucking something Kiner.
Corey Kiner.
There it is.
Yeah, he got some run in the game too.
You know, we are getting fucking hit with that injury wave, aren't we?
Yeah, you are.
I'm just like, you know, it's hitting. It's not. It just swooped. It swept through our running back room, and it had just been kind of just wrecking our receiver room in different ways, and then now it just swept through our receiver room as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and my boy Siegel got hurt. He hurt his knee in the game.
No.
But he was walking around on the sideline with his pads and shit on still. So maybe they just might have kept him out precautionary. But they said Siegel had 7 tackles in that game.
I picked him up everywhere. I was so happy because in all the leagues that I'm not with you, I was able to get him.
Come on now.
You already had him and CJ West everywhere. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so a lot of the Niner content creators is trying to lock bruh in with one of the with Mustafa.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that's what they saying. He's flashing that good to lock him in. Now it might not be day one, but they trying to lock him in, bruh. That's how good he been looking out there.
And you know what it is too is because we probably should have locked in Hufanga when he started talking that shit initially. Then we make him play and he gets hurt, and then we just have to let him go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you remember that before Hufanga got hurt, he was talking that shit already. Like, yo, give me some bread. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
You feel me?
Hufanga missed Patrick Taylor on that touchdown.
Mm-hmm. But then he also had plugged it. He had paused, but he had on one of them thirds and shorts, he had plugged up the gap where we had sent one up. I think it was Patrick Taylor on a different drive or the next drive actually. You know what I mean? Got him off the field. I was like, Hufanga knows this.
Them is facts.
But also too, I also think it's also him getting back into like full game shape, right?
That's why they needed. Man, they even had PS2 out there, bro.
They sure did.
They had Benito out there, bro.
Well, that is the Sean Payton thing. Sean Payton's old school. Starters are playing in the preseason. This is Sean Payton. You know what I mean? Sean Payton's from the old school. We're kind of seeing that now too, because also having 3 preseason games, also it's like, you know what I mean? Like when you have to decide a second and third at certain positions, like quarterback especially, right? Like, so you really got to get a good look at them. But then it's like, okay, you also want to run some of your starters. Like even in the era of three preseason games, Tom Brady with the Buccaneers they played at least a little bit in those games. You know what I mean? Like they made sure of it. Josh Allen and them too. Usually this is the first year, but he'll probably play. I mean, this is the first year, week 1, so he might get in there week 2 or 3 just for like a series real quick. You know what I mean? But Because also Sean McDermott, same thing, old school. You know what I mean? These old school minded guys. Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor said, "Fuck that. Kind of slow starts. We're starting. We're gonna run some of our starters. Joe Burrow, you're in there. You're healthy. You know what I mean? Chase, all of them booms. It was awesome. You know what I mean? You know what's crazy about that? Hey, Joe Burrow just shot up in everyone's shit just because the fact that we saw Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? He's shot up in everybody's fucking ADPs. I swear.
You're motherfucking right. Him and Chase, it looked good. I was proud to see them boys out there connecting on that in them preseason game, bro.
But guess what? This is why I'm pointing this out, because Zach Taylor, he's a Sean McVay disciple. And all the years that Zach Taylor was a head coach, they didn't run their starters like that. You know what I mean? Because that's what Sean McVay did. You know what I mean? Shanahan does that too. They ain't running their starters like that. You know what I mean?
Minnesota Den said regular draft or auction draft?
No, it's regular. Auction will be there all day.
No shit. Right? For real.
How many rounds is this?
I'm down. If anybody's good for an auction draft, I'm your motherfucker.
I'm getting that one. I suck at that.
Yeah, I could do. I thrive on 60-second clocks.
Yeah, he completely made that boy miss. I'm watching that play right now.
Oh, Patrick Taylor.
Yeah, the Patrick Taylor and the Hufanga when Patrick Taylor scored. Hufanga tried to fill the hole and bro bounced it out, and Hufanga got the stutter step. Oh my mama, didn't know what to do with it.
Like, this is why they cut you.
Come on, bro. No, that is just one play, but I was just proud to see that shit though, because I was on some of their starters. You know what I mean? Mac Jones let them boys down there 100%, and we got
Mac Jones,
and our second string defense got off the field on their first string offense.
Let's go.
Minnesota Den said, "I'm down for an auction, but I'm a degenerate. I'm down for whatever. Talk about it, Paul."
Yeah, Dennis, I already got you penciled in, locked in. I didn't even need to get your approval. I would have made your ass fucking join. I would have sat your ass down. Dennis, you're playing fantasy football with me. I don't care what you say, but it's happening. And you would have been like, "All right, brother, it's happening." Dennis is a good dude. I love my time with Dennis. That shit is fun as fuck.
Talk about it.
Yo, only 9 days, right? 9 days till Vegas.
Right around the fucking quarter, dog. That shit is crazy. It's gonna be lit.
Man. I don't even know what's going down that first night, but I have a feeling right underneath us is Ellis Island Casino. I know that the strip is a draw and it's an attraction, but Ellis Island Casino, I feel like we got a good opportunity to win in there, and they got good food. What's not to like?
Oh no.
Yup. Dennis, you already know tradition. Going over, hanging out at the layover in Vegas airport. We've been fortunate to run into the same employee each year, and I'm always eager to see him if he is there, because he's a cool dude, man. He's another DJ, man of the music, man of the tunes. He's
Talk
cool
about
dude.
it. Keep the party lit, man. On my mama, they get paid to keep the party lit.
That's how it starts off too. And I think the second time we explained to him, because the first time we ganged up on him and it was a good time, but the second time we pull up and he recognizes us and he's like, "Oh wait," and then we start rolling into like a deeper conversation of like, and then it registers, like first time you could tell him like, "Oh yeah, we're here for fantasy football," but you know, it goes over his head because it's a 365 operation. So homie's got to live every day. And second time around, though, he was like, "Wait, this is." He recognized us, and we gave him the information to check us out because he's also a football fan. But shout out, dude, man. I wish I knew his name, but even if I did, I don't know. I probably shouldn't shout it out to him. But yeah,
that's federal.
Shout out to Vegas. Vegas is a fun time. That's what it's about. 9 days. 9 days from now.
That shit is right around the corner, dog. You ain't lying. Thanks.
I know Bogey's supposed to be and you, right? You're supposed to be getting there on Wednesday.
Wednesday, I think you said Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, I get there on Wednesday too.
Yeah, and you'll have to be patient. Wait for the crew.
No, no facts.
We'll be pouring in on that Thursday for sure.
It's gonna be lit, bro.
Friday, Saturday, for the whole weekend.
This shit finna be lit, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going down. You know, I gotta start thinking about schematics too. I was like, okay, I didn't think to ask if they got like knives and shit for like preparing shit. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure if they
and everything, because I'm like,
oh my bad, I got the wrong board up, y'all. I'm fucking up. My bad.
No, all good.
I didn't even.
Wait.
I thought it was 30.
There we go. Okay, my bad. I'm burnt. Viking Kid will be in Vegas tomorrow, man.
Oh wow.
Man.
Oh, he's just skipping Houston now. He's like, screw it, I'm going straight there.
Yeah.
He's a savage. He's gonna go over there and he's gonna throw some dice. Let's go. I hope he wins big. Win big, they comp you shit. You know what I mean? Facts.
Supposedly the casinos off strip, they offer a little bit of a higher winning odds. So,
of course,
for example, like you're on a table on the strip, and it says, "Hey, for craps, it's a 3-2 on this win right here," and then on a probably like just a mile off the strip, they increase the odds for the win. So
yeah, Fremont Street.
The dollar goes further, a little bit off the strip than it does on the strip. And that's for those like dealer type of like the dealer versus player hands. I think if you do like Opera or Pai Gow or something like that, where you're just trying to get a number. Yeah, those games are tight. I love those games too.
Yeah, because you don't really, you literally don't do anything but put the money down.
Yeah.
Because with Pai Gow, it's because they're gonna make the best set of poker hands with 2 cards on top and 5 on the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and in Baccarat, you're just trying to get 9, right?
Just 9, yeah. Shout out to all my Vietnamese. They call it Lucky 9. Same shit though. And then, but Vietnamese version, they have like if you get 3 paint, that's an automatic win, like type of shit. But they don't have that in Baccarat. But Baccarat is the shit. Same thing. But we're just trying to get to Nina. You feel me?
Minnesota Dent said Brad got the itch.
The sports book also, that's the cool thing about Vegas. You get to put all those like prop bets and pretty much get creative.
Shout out to Viking Kev. He put last year when we were there, Viking Kev put, I don't know how much he put, and even if I did, I wouldn't put it in business out there, but he put bread on the Eagles to win it all. They won it all. You know what I mean? So He's gonna go cash that ticket first thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they were getting pretty decent odds last year because they were coming off of a shitty season as far as a one and done in the wild card against the Buccaneers. And they were, and you know, they were like the 2 seed Eagles, you know what I mean? Or 3 seed, whatever it was. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Who we got this week on the docket for preseason? We got Thursdays again? Because I know when
we play the Raiders this week.
Word. Yeah, last year we played the Raiders when we were out there. Yeah, and that's kind of a tradition. Week 3 of the preseason has been our drafts because then it's like no one's in danger anymore. You know what I mean?
Talk about it, bro.
Yeah. So next week it's going down. Ain't that right, Bones? Look at he's so excited he can't even contain it. He's speechless. He's at a loss for words. Yo, this shit's gonna be funny though, cause like, we still gotta figure out a way for this draft order too. So as it stands, we have 12 solid, and it probably looks like an 80%. If you were to ask me, it's gonna be 12 teams of the West Side League, right? But we have so many maybes to add to 14, even so many that we can even get it to 16. But as it stands right now, it's 12, and I'm okay with it either way. I mean, $200 league, it's going down.
Yeah.
And everybody in it that's in it so far, 100%, they're already in it and locked in. Yeah, right. I mean, shout out to our man Song too. I think he was the last one who was like, "Yeah, I'm booked up." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." It's funny because Song, he don't live, but like you know, I mean, so far for us, but it's cool because it's the first time we're rocking with him for real. You know? Yeah, he's gonna meet everybody. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good dude, man. I can't wait. Song. Shout out to you, always putting out fucking fantasy juggernauts.
He's a savage, huh?
Yeah, he knows.
Look at in this league, in the 32. He just takes a stance immediately. Boom, Nico over like hell of these fools. You know what I mean? Where traditionally I'm loving Nico because he's a value, but he's like, no, I'm just gonna take the guy I like over all those fools in that range. I'm like, I like that. You know what I mean? He's a you know, he knows he's one of those guys that I'm gonna get my guy. You know what I mean? He goes and gets his guy. Plus, at the same time, it's not like in this type of league too. It's like you get who you want to get because you kind of got to kiss them goodbye. Those other options. There is no, oh, this guy will fall to me, maybe. You know, maybe later on, right? But nah. I kept doing that with Cerveza Dennis. Damn you, Johnny Mittens. Made me take Junior Colson. I was supposed to have Cerveza Dennis. He better ball out still, though. I have him everywhere. He's gonna rock the green dot in Tampa. That might be badass. It was for years with Devin. Actually, what do they designate Levante David over there?
What do they designate him?
Yeah, is he the MLB over there?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't Devin White the middle linebacker over there for years? And Levante is he's essentially the 1B or 1A.
No, I mean you're talking the only people up the middle would be Yaya, And then, but he's on the line of scrimmage, like off the ball. Yeah, it's Levante David.
Yep. Yeah, off the ball. Yeah, and then Ceresa Dennis is finna be that dude. He's the MLB.
Yeah, he's gonna get the immediate playing time.
I know, and if he plays well, he stays there because Todd Bowles does. He is quick to, because KJ Britt got his shot. They switched off to Dennis, and Dennis got a season ender. And then they just had woes at that inside linebacker position, period, outside of Levante David the rest of the year.
It just really doesn't matter too much. Like having a capable body that knows how to play football and man zone, that's all we're really asking out of that role. So Levante David, what he brings is the ability to shift. So pre-snap stuff, Levante David is probably a tier on his own right now. And that's where he's the most valuable, is the pre-snap. And then athleticism of other players, whatever, seems to be working. Tampa Bay's made the playoffs. And whether or not they step up and move on to the next.
I love that the spirit of Bruce Arians is still there. They just want to throw that.
Probably more than the safeties. So I think the safeties aren't the ones that are holding them back from deep into the playoff run. But the defense does help them at least get there. It's not a terrible defense.
You're Antoine Winfield back, right? You got Tyke Smith. He's playing like a hybrid role. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell you who their corners are right now. I'm like, I think they got some young dudes because they got rid of Carlton Davis and all those fools that they weren't going to pay on a second contract.
Hey, Minnesota again said, Song, JD, and Lee will all first-time person for all of us, man. 100%, bro.
That's dope.
Oh yeah, this trip is gonna be epic, bro. Like, if you're missing it, you're missing out.
Yeah, let's go. We all in this thing. Banks is gonna be there. Let's go.
Come on,
you know what I mean? He couldn't make it last year, I think, because was in Vegas. I think he was in Vegas like the week prior to us or some shit. I remember, or maybe the week after or something. But he had some kind of other something scheduled, so he couldn't make it last year. But he's like, "Well, I'm going this year." I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. This is the trip. This is the boys' trip. That's what my girl calls it. This is the boys' trip. I was like, you're damn right. It's a boy trip. So I'm rolling in with all sorts of intentions of having a good time and winning these fantasy leagues.
Yeah, we're trying to we're going to war. See, that's what
I am going to war.
Yes, we were going to war.
I ain't nobody's co-commissioner or co-captain or what do you?
You know, you know what's funny? You know what's funny is they try to knock my reigning title right now. Some of the not even some of them, like the East Side League members, they go, "Oh, well, yeah, this other guy there," and we're referring to Derek. They're like, "Yeah, and then he had this other guy," and I'm like, "Who, Derek and Kidda?" I'm like, "Kidda was on the couch in a cocoon." And then I go, and I'm like, hey, Derek. I'm like, every time I made a pick, Derek will pull me to the side. Like, I remember I took Jalen Pitchy, right? Because, like, you know, we're in the teens. We're in the teens, right? The fucking and the double digit rounds. So I go, okay, I'm gonna take my first DB. I take Pitchy. He pulls me to the side, right? He goes, hey, like no one can hear us, right? But he goes, hey. Anton Winfield's out there, bro. Why'd you take Pitchy? I go, fuck, right?
He's 100% right.
But see, here's the thing, though. You know what's funny, though? I'm on the much.
I know. In hindsight is one thing,
Antoine
but at the
Winfield
moment,
died.
he was a grunt.
Antoine Winfield died.
Hey, I know. If that's an in hindsight thing. You were negligent, and you left Antoine Winfield on the fucking board, and you went ahead and took.
I might not have won.
It's okay. No, you won. You did win. That's a fact.
Oh, there's
You
another
did
time,
win.
right? I take then I take Roquan, swing around, take Terrell Bernard, and I'm like, yeah. Then he pulls me to the side again. Hey, bro, I know you love Terrell Bernard, but Alex Singleton's out there, right? I go, oh shit, because it is redraft, right? Alex Singleton tore his shit week 1, bro. It was crazy. It was like this. Those are the only instances he ever said anything, though, and it was always after the fact. So it was funny how they created the narrative like I had some kind of fucking assistance or some shit in this draft. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And shout out to my man Diamond Joe, because he always goes to bat for me. He goes, Bogart won't take a draft advice from nobody. I'm like, thank you, Diamond Joe.
That's true.
Ain't nobody tell me what to do with shit. And that's no offense to anyone. Matter of fact, people won't even tell me what to do. I might just adopt something that they do because I think it's brilliant. Versus like someone just telling me what to do. No one can tell me what to do, right? I wouldn't even tell no one what to do in certain instances. It's like they just because they should know what to do. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's gonna be this. It's different this time. We've got a West Side League. It's not just the East Side League; it's the West Side League now. So we're all
they built their case.
invested
They
into
built their
this
case
weekend.
around one instance, though. there was one instance. And this is how they built their whole case. It was when I was absent. They couldn't find me because I was in the bathroom taking a shit. You know what I mean? And then Derek, he goes find me and said, hey, Bogey, you're about to be on the clock. Oh, shit, Bogey, you're on the clock. I go, Brian Thomas. Then he goes back there. Is Brian Thomas available? He goes, is Brian Thomas available? Then he comes back. Yeah, Brian Thomas available. Yeah, Brian Thomas. Then I get out the shitter.
I want Brian Thomas all day.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. I get out the shitter after I just took Brian Thomas, and it's like round 9 or something like that. And then, what was it? Or maybe round 10, something like that, right? Then I get out the shitter, and then now I'm back up because I was a 13 out of 14, and I'm like Chase Brown. So it was just like, and then so they think like he goes out and it's like because of that one instance. I'm like, I was on the shitter. I told him who to take for me. He didn't go there and have some meeting in the shitter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but don't say anything. You know what I mean? And you know why? Because they can't stand that I'm the champ now. It's my time.
Diamond Joe said, talk your kid up.
Oh, man. I can't wait for Vegas, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the highlight of my fantasy football season. Win or lose, the fact that I get to kick it with y'all and do this thing almost on a daily basis. Honestly, that's what it's all about, bro.
It's gonna be lit, bro.
But Vegas is gonna be lit for sure. Forget about it. And the cool thing is that that West Side League, the initial group that I see, the 12 of us, man, that's cream of the crop. Let's go. We're in this for bragging rights, championship, dollars, whatever you want to call it. This is everybody's out for the gold. There's no weak link in this group. That makes us a strong. That's tight. When you think about it, when you can get a good group together in a competitive format, you know, it's like the NFL. We got our own version of the NFL in fantasy football with the Vegas group coming up.
It's facts.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah. Certain wins mean more than others, and I guarantee you, if I win any of these Vegas leagues, I'm gonna consider them one of my greater victories of this year.
That live draft is real. Oh my mama.
Oh man, so fun. So fun. That's what it's about. That's how it started.
Fucking live draft, bro. Real talk. That shit is a monster, bro. Oh my mama.
That's what it's about, man. Like the draft to me, other than winning the championship, that's the best time of the year. Is doing this, you know, sitting there making the tough decisions. You know, they really are tough. The first 10 rounds, any fantasy league for the most part, those are that's how you win. That's how you win championships. Is making the right choices in those 10 rounds. And we have a different league, that damn fucking guillotine league. Totally different, 100% opposite. Guillotine league, spend your fab wisely. That's how you win these things. Because by the time week 18 comes around, if you spent your fab wisely, that team is gonna be stacked like a motherfucker. You're gonna be talking about that guillotine league team for years. That's just how guillotine works, though, because more or less you're almost considering it an undefeated season. You know, in retrospect.
Here's the thing. I'll never forget my losses in guillotine leagues because they were fucked up. Like one of them, like I said, I got to week 13, and it's Monday night, and I have Greg fucking Dortch. Shout out to my the Dortch man. I have nothing against him, but it just happened. Me and whoever it was that was scrapping at the bottom, right? He's already done. But I only have Greg Dortch, and I need 2 fantasy points, right? He catches the ball. Very first series, they throw him the ball behind the line of scrimmage. He catches the ball, gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage, goes down, fumbles the ball. Then he's grabbing his shit. Oh no, now he's injured. And he's out of the game. And I'm just, oh no, is he gonna come back? Because now I'm down 3 points or 4 or whatever it is. I was down 2 points. I think it was 1 point I was down. Even worse. It was on a Monday night. I just needed 1 catch. Don't die on me. He catches the ball. I get it right out the gate too. Ha! Yeah! Oh!
You know, he asked for it. He got it. He does enough work around here to earn it. He got his drop. That's our man Diamond Joe.
Fire up the
And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget walking in on his parade, and then he decorated it. He signed his autograph. He threw his fucking flair everywhere. I was like, man, this guy is a badass, bro. I gotta give it to him. He sure does know how to fucking own it.
Rule with iron fist. With a diamond fist. Hey, you know what was the funniest too? It's probably like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm gonna leave with Art like in 6 in the morning or whatever it is to the airport, and then but everyone's active still, right? And it's just me and Steamboat, and he's like, hey, you got any more of those chocolates? I was like, yeah. He eats like half of a bar. Boom. He's like, I'm gonna start cleaning now, and he's cleaning up all these diamonds everywhere. These, you know what I mean? Those diamond things that he put everywhere. He's like, everywhere. He had to clean all of it because they were everywhere. You know what I mean? He's like, let me get a jump on cleaning it, and then that's all I'm helping him. We're cleaning up all these, and it's funny because remember the fridge didn't work. Oh, so check this out, kidda. So the one we had last year. So we're going to have the same exact one, but we're in the other version now, the 8th floor. And this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's the same model, like layout, but then Steamboat was like, yeah, this one's super Vegas-y. You know, because they're all Airbnbs. You know what I mean? But he's like, this one's super Vegas-y, like the carpets and the whole thing. It's all decked. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah. West Side League shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Set the precedence. You know what I mean? Psychedelics is going down in that motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, it's gonna be some
I
good
ain't
time.
worried about it. You know.
We ain't worried about that, man. It's gonna be great. And yeah. And we gotta get some we're definitely gonna get we're gonna have Kidda in the kitchen, man. Oh, there it is. That's a stream right there. Fuck yeah. Kidda in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're whipping something up, B.
Yep, I'm gonna probably get down with the red beans.
Oh yeah, and then shout out to our man Derek. He don't do the red meat at all or the pork, and it's for health reasons. And he goes, but we need to get that fried chicken from that one crispy joint. I said, oh, okay, we're gonna do it easy, cause I want that too. I'm like, yeah. Shout out to Crispy Crunchy, the Filipinos out. You know what I mean? We got our hat in the fried chicken race. You feel me?
Hey,
we got one. We got a few actually. Shout out to Jollibees.
Yep.
Jollibees goes crazy. I almost want to get Jollibees just to show Derek. Listen, we got we got different hats in the race. B.
Yeah, Vegas is a motherfucker when it comes to like food options. There's a lot of options. It's sometimes hard to make the decision.
You ain't lying.
And you go with it. My personal opinion, where we're staying right underneath us, there's a casino resort that fucking will give you almost everything that you could want out of Vegas when it comes to the food and the drink. That's just something that I had come across, not necessarily speaking from experience, but the further off the joint, the strip, they got certain rules and certain, I guess, payouts. But the further off the strip you get, the better the payouts sometimes are available. So even a mile off the strip, there's a potential to get better odds, I guess, on a win. Table games in particular, loose slots. That I have no idea what the slot game is, but for table odds, you can get better odds in certain casinos than others, and I'd say 99% of the off strip casinos will give you a better winning odds on roulette, blackjack, usually the closer to 50-50, baccarat, all of table games that are almost close to 50-50, yeah, they'll pay out better off the strip. Because you can't give the fucking advantage to the player, not a single bit, So Vegas strip casinos, they're probably looking to give you a third benefit. So if you win 3 times, then you double your money. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Instead of winning twice and doubling your money, you got to win 3 times to double your money. Whereas off the strip, you're closer to doubling your money off of just playing twice. and the sports book because it's pre-NFL, pre-week win. You're gonna get all those key prop bets, and you can capitalize on anything that you might hold as an advantage from that. Like the homie that fucking bet on Philadelphia. I don't know what he won, but he won something. That's for damn sure. And you can only make those bets in Vegas sometimes, so good on him. I'm hoping to tag on to some of the more savvy players. I'm not very savvy at the betting, but I know when I'm in Vegas and the group that I'm with, I can get some advice.
No shit, right?
Yeah, because it's super easy. It doesn't bother me one bit. Listen to a friend of mine and throwing some money down on it. If I win, awesome. If I don't, it didn't really make a difference because my opinion on the winner of the Super Bowl, I can't tell you the winner of the Super Bowl. That's out of my that's out of my realm of efficacy. I'm strictly who's gonna be good at fantasy. So I'm pretty good at that. What do you think about this in fantasy? That usually gets me going. I can give
it's
you
different perspectives though, right? Like,
yeah.
For example, if I'm gonna bet on like a future bet, there's different perspective. It's like, okay, maybe I'll throw a little bit of money on like the Falcons because maybe they're an absolute long shot, right? They're gonna pay out fat, right? But then I'm gonna go heavy on something that pays decent on one of the favorites, like the Niners. We're probably getting like plus 16 right now. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? I might do that. You know what I mean? Like, even though I'm a Niner fan, I don't want to jinx my team, but because there's a likelihood, but the fact that we're getting those type of odds, like the Eagles last year, going into last year, we were getting plus money on the Eagles. So, not plus money, but we were getting, I think, times whatever, if I was double digits, which is phenomenal for something like the Eagles because they were just coming off of a one and done injured year in the playoffs. You want to win the Super Bowl. So shout out to Viking Kev. You know what I mean? That was a smart bet. Like, all right, which one of these favorites do I feel? Hopefully he didn't cover the whole board. You know what I mean? And be like, and maybe this is now, he hit, so it's covering. But that's how it be sometimes when you're gambling, right? Like, see me, I've evolved as a gambler, or devolved, I should say. Because like I just like, if I'm gonna gamble, I'm gonna gamble on some outlandish shit that if it hits, it's because I can make a case for it and we're getting plus money on it. It's long other days there I'm parlaying and I'm like, okay, I'm doing 7-leggers or 5-leggers, and I was really good at those though. But you gotta be in it though, and it's repetition, just like anything. If you ask me, like I used to kill daily fantasy when I was in it. You know what I mean? Every week to week, studying the player prices and and then gathering my player pools, and then build the lineups, and then go to war every Sunday. But then I even learned I was missing a part of the game in daily fantasy. It was like, pivot late. If you had players in the afternoon, if you're doing a Sunday slate, and you're down, you got to start pivoting to outlandish plays. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I had said receiver, but now I'm going to go play this receiver because if he catches a big one, it's going to hit. You know what I mean? You got to start doing things of that nature. And it's like, okay, when you're playing hella lineups, like, all right, how do you micromanage all these things? Like, but it was easy when I was in the thick of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When you're in a repetition of it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I just stick to the type of fantasy we're doing now. We're covering all the bases, but I love Love the season long. Mom, we got back.
Hey, I love those noises. What's that noise?
Action.
What we got? What we got? We got. Oh shit! He's hurt though, right?
Who was that?
Oh, Brevin Jordan is hurt. Cade Stover is now the second starting tight end in 12 personnel.
Okay. I had the tight end mixed up. It's Brevin Jordan, not Cade.
Not the stovetop stuff.
And that prompted my Cade Stover pick because Brevin Jordan was pushing for the tight end 2 spot, and in this new offense, the Texans will be running a ton of 2 tight end sets.
Bomb.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, the offensive coordinator, former tight ends coach.
Yeah, former Rams and Patriots worked with.
Not to mention Patriots. Then that's so. There's a further correlation. I didn't know about the Patriots.
Yeah, it's apparently CJ Stroud has been watching.
Sirianni.
Come on, Lisa.
Patriots film.
Let's see a green dot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to make a couple.
I always fucking confuse the Knicks because they got the Italian and Nick Caserio, Nick Sirianni. Hey, forget about it. But yeah, that's dope. Gotta follow the coaches and coordinators. That's like key. I've had more. That's always been key to my madness. I should say. I don't want to say success. That sounds arrogant. It sounds like I'm one of those guys that holds the phone and goes, "You want to win fantasy? This is how you do it." Click that link at the bottom. Click that link at the bottom and order my draft kit. Those guys are funny though. I ain't gonna lie. They walk around, they show hella rented cars in the background. Yeah. Damn. Oh, the Reverend Brevin Jordan from the River Jordan. I remember we were in Connecticut and my godson Lucas, shout out to tight. Anyways, he was getting baptized, and then the priest, he comes out, he goes, "This water right here is from the River Jordan." And I said, "Word," right? And people laughed at the motherfucker. I was like, "Oh shit, that's a baller shit right there." This motherfucker got the fucking water from the River Jordan, bro. That's where Jesus. That's where they say Jesus was baptized, right? Allegedly. I was like, "Oh shit, how much they hit for it?" Like, you know what I mean? Then my sister's hella mad at me. Why you always have to talk through this shit? Hold on, I'm just saying it was some baller shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just not some normal shit.
I feel like I can understand this logic. So, Allen, he's saying that starting a rookie in week 1 because he had 2 failed drives versus depleted defensive starters in his first ever game during the preseason. What kind of logic is that? Get the fuck out. We're talking about the first ever appearance. We're giving him his credit. He looked okay. Argue with me. Did he not look okay? If he didn't look okay, continue to argue. Shedeur Sanders. So starting a rookie, starting Shedeur instead of Flacco, it makes sense when you're not trying to win. Okay, so the emphasis is that the Browns are finally recognizing their deficiencies, and they're going to start the path to progress. And they understand that they're going to sacrifice a year of production. But after they sacrifice that year of production, and Myles Garrett is on board, believe it or not, as long as they can take one of those 2 rookie quarterbacks that they drafted
Miles
and
Garrett
build around
needs
them.
another year of life
Joe
every
Flacco
time he takes someone's
ain't
soul.
getting you into the Super Bowl championship. You're not winning this Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. And the Browns know it. Joe Flacco knows it. NFL knows it. That's not the issue. The issue right now is to give the young rookie
I don't even know what the
quarterbacks
issue
you
is.
do have.
Hey, look, the
Get
Browns are
those
kind of
guys
doomed.
their reps and get rid of Flacco. That's the best
Browns are
route
doomed.
for the Browns. They don't
You
need to
know,
win
Foles
this
used to
year.
play for the Browns.
And they don't need Flacco to fucking delay any progress.
I'm just saying. You know, I think Shadori,
He balls out the next 2
who
weeks,
do they
right?
play week 1?
Doesn't he?
Who does the Browns play?
Force the case? He forces a case. It's not even a question. I think he forces a case for himself. So with the productive play of Shador Sanders, we've got 1 week under our belt. Give us 2 weeks. Give us 3 weeks. After that third week, if Shador has proved himself productive, there's zero chance
They're not going to
that
run him in week
Shador
3.
gets rid of him for anything less than the first round. And then they don't start the season with him as a starting quarterback.
Yeah, look at this. In the 3-week preseason era, we won't see him in no third week, I'm sure. If they do, it's probably problems, bro. Because even just like when when Alan pointed out earlier, he was going up against the quote unquote team one Carolina defense, and they didn't even have all their starters. But at the end of the day, like it's preseason. It's there's gonna be caveats and things that people can nitpick, right? It's if he can just do certain things on a consistent basis. Like for example, I'm looking for him going through his reads. I'm looking for what his footwork's like. You know what I mean? Like these are things that where it's like, okay, if he looks the part, if he looks what would they say? If it looks and walks like it, right? You know what I mean? Because Joe Flacco, they already know what he is.
Every team wants to win the Super Bowl. Every team wants to win the Super Bowl. If you're a team that's going to rely on Joe Flacco at this point in his career, you're giving up. If you're giving up, my argument is if you have 2 rookies, give those guys the opportunity. Having the veteran that has...
I don't think Gabriel's going to... I don't know. I don't know about Gabriel.
No. It's Shador or Gabriel. I don't care who it is. I'm not gonna argue Gabriel's
the argument with Shador is like the argument that I'll make for Shador is like he's untapped still. Like they could you know what I mean, they could develop him into something.
They're both rookies. They need to develop.
Is a backup. Gabriel's gonna be a career backup.
Rookie
You know what I mean? That's his feeling to me. Gabriel's claim to fame is he has the most consecutive starts, I think, in college history. I think at the QB position. I think that's his claim to fame. So he's shown to be durable and he's played hella years. Good for him. Sounds like a good backup. You know what I mean? And he's a lefty. He's a lefty, so to speak, an offense has to get they have to get inverted for a motherfucking lefty. You know what I mean?
The one thing that you and I can agree on is that the Cleveland Browns value Gilbert.
Who? Joe Flacco?
No, Gabriel. Sorry, I said.
Oh, Gabriel. I mean, I guess they drafted him in the 3rd round. Shit.
They value him.
Then they gave up. They gave up a 4th or something for Kenny Pickett. I mean, this is how bad the organization is, though. It's almost like Bogart's running that organization. You gotta be a bones in that motherfucker making the plays. Hey, look, Shadori, because it's a business, and if they want any kind of other playoff or primetime game, They're gonna push Shedeur in there, bro. Just like they
They're
forced
gonna put
Baker
him in if he's outplaying. That's how it works. If he's outplaying the competition, he's gonna get the job. And they might lose a bunch of games, but that's okay. They're losing with their future, and that's what the Colts did with Peyton Manning. And that's it didn't work out for the Colts because they didn't get a goddamn fucking championship. But I'm telling you, like these young quarterbacks, they're gonna play on if they're quality quarterbacks, they're gonna get drafted to a team that's like the Browns, and then the Browns are gonna collectively have to get better in all aspects of the team in order to support their newfound quarterback. It's simple. It's not a one-man show. No quarterback is going to take a team to anywhere. Like Patrick Mahomes
just lost Trevor Penning for a while.
If Patrick Mahomes didn't have
the Saints lost Trevor Penning for about a month.
Okay. They're all dropping like flies. It feels like war. Can you smell the burnt and cauterized flesh? We're at war, baby. Let's go. We're in this thing. You know what? That's survival of the healthiest. That's always been one of our mantras. You know what I mean?
Man,
a lot of times. Look at my Niners. We're already getting. We had a whole fucking tsunami of injuries just hitting us.
Yeah, they're just piling up.
But I mean, it kind of looks at the offseason moves now. Like for example, we're not gonna have Brandon Ayuk to maybe week 6 or beyond, as it stands right now, right? If you ask me. Then there's Jennings, who's like a holdout. Oh, we got to pick. Jennings is like a holdout / calf injury, whatever the truth is, right? But then we signed DeMarcus Robinson months ago, and he's going to slot right in there. You know what I mean? Just for now, at least. He's not the greatest, but he can also block, and that's important because like Jennings is not replaceable in that aspect. But if you got someone that can block, then this guy's going to see the field. You know what I mean? Ricky can block, so quote unquote, and he's going to fill a big role in year 2. You know what I mean? But whatever that, I'm anxious to see what that role is going to be like. You know what I'm saying?
3 more and you're on the clock, kiddo.
I know. I'm looking at that. I'm crossing my fingers. I know Parm. He's occasionally not around. He's AFK.
His lights on, but maybe no one's home.
No, right. He's on. Let's go, Parma.
Yeah, them last 2 picks, Gainwell and Stutzman, I had them on my queue for sure.
Yeah.
Damn good picks, fellas.
Yeah, the Stetson pick. That was the one I was contemplating over Colson. But I really wanted to stick it to Lee for some reason.
You can stick it to me all you want.
You took Christian Harris. Why would you take Christian Harris there?
Because hey, shit, he was on top of my queue. God damn it. You and Dennis.
You should have at the bottom of my queue, and I took him.
You should have saw the text message Dennis sent me. I'm outside hanging curtain rods and shit.
Yeah,
and
I forgot. I gotta beat Dennis to the players I like. I forgot about that part too. Christian Harris wouldn't have made it to me.
Well, Dennis is right after me, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, shit, you just let him do his thing over there then, Lee.
And Peacock goes, I'm mad at Lee for taking Harris too.
Yeah, come on. Like, just let him fall. Let him be risk avert. And then Savant, what's his name? Cerveza Dennis, man. Cerveza Dennis for the goddamn Buccaneers, man. Johnny! I can't get over that one. That one has me hot still. That one made me take Junior Colson. You see what you made me do, Johnny? Junior Colson better be something. You know what, Lee? Once the draft's over, I got Junior Colson for you. Let's talk. Fuck it. Don't let me have the Chargers. I'm gonna curse them. You need to get the Chargers player up off me, man.
Foggy, I'll let him stick it to you.
Nah. Pause.
It's a pause, all right.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
I have a 9-second pause rule.
Yeah.
You know, I actually have a gripe when people drop food on the ground and go, oh, they pick it up and eat it. Oh, 13 seconds.
Oh, that's nasty, man.
I was like, 13 seconds? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. The fucking New Orleans linebacker.
I got a nice topic for conversation if it ever comes down to my pick in 3. Yeah. I have something for y'all though. I don't want to influence picks prior to mine, but
no,
I wish I could.
They're not watching. Yeah, man, just let it go on. What you talking about? Bones wants to know.
Right? I'm sure he does.
Nah, don't even say it. You don't gotta say it. You don't gotta say that. I got Junior Colson. I'm fucking mad. Jihad,
why are you mad? You're gonna be able to make a trade.
Why are you mad? He's probably gonna have a good year.
There you go. You already got to make a trade with the ears. The ears is ready. He's
about to have
he's all ears on that trade. He's all ears. Let's go. Make the trade now. Let's see how you get it done.
He's all ears. I like that. I see what you did there.
But I'm not all Chargers all the time.
Yeah, bro. You know, we're not. You can't fool us there. We know what the hell is going on in your head.
I think in every draft he can't go at least 3 rounds without targeting a Charger-related player or Charger.
What do I have on my team right now?
Okay.
Just Justin Herbert. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Usually I have 3 or 4 by now.
Give you credit there. That's a good one to have.
Usually I have at least 3 or 4.
See? I rest my
I've been
case.
very good. Very good, sorry.
Maybe the 32-man league wasn't a good example. But he said I usually have 3 or 4. So when we're talking like a 15-round league, we're talking about a 3rd or a 4th.
Another damn good pick.
Woo! That was a mic too.
He's up there.
Shout out to Parmigiano.
We got Viking Kev on the board or on the clock.
We got High Rollers on the clock, and then we got.
He might be on the road. He might be on the road. Man, I'm so close to. I don't know. I'm pretty certain I won't be able to stay awake by the time it's my turn. Unfortunately.
Just set up your queue.
It sucked because I got that stupid bookend where I gotta go first and second. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So truly, what I'll do, I'll put my thing to auto pick. That way, you won't have to wait the whole hour or whatever. It'll just take from the top of my queue.
Hey, I'm gonna slide out, my G's. I got a few errands I gotta run before the show.
Yeah, I'm getting something going on too.
Oh, my,
so if you want to shut it down, I'm cool with that too.
Yep, that's probably.
She might be it. He might be it.
Yep, you're right. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Yep, there's Peacock. That's him.
Yep. I'm ready to call it quits too.
Sounds good. Check us
Like
out.
I said, I'm gonna put my fucking queue up and I'm gonna put it on autopick right now. Done deal.
Boom, boom. Make sure you're checking out neonpeacockmerch.com. $13 t-shirt sale ends tomorrow. Check you guys out later.
Showing out when we show up. Pop champagne with my showguns. Hella money is the motive. Own ship in the campaign slogan. We showing out when we show up. Pop champagne with my showguns. Hella money is the motive. Own ship in the campaign slogan. Hella yay for sale. Hella yay for sale. I'ma take this winner's purse. Y'all gon' take this L. I'm in her purse, yeah, the game's a bitch. Till the day I'm in the hearse, I'ma make this mail. I got a paper bag full of that, can't you tell? I was making paper stack while y'all was chasing tail. I'm a real maniac, I ain't afraid to kill. Shit's real when you married to the game, for real. I'm bout skrill, bout scratch. Moving everything from chow mein and loud packs. Pharmaceuticals, yeah, the doable. Dumb racks got the bag going stupid out. Showing out when we show up. Pop champagne with my showguns. Hella money is the motive. Own ship in the campaign slogan. We showing out when we show up. Pop champagne with my showguns. Hella money is the motive. Own ship in the campaign slogan. Hella yay for sale, we campaign for real. I'm online like a nerd, but I ain't for real. I'm on the grind with the birds, Eve 8 and 12. Getting high, hella fly, how it made me feel. I live in a digital world. Prima donna fucking with material girls. I was just a mobster from the underworld. On my pocket shit, screaming fuck the world. You on your cop shit, handcuff your girl. Every time my palms itch, stack it up for real. We got work, no cubicle. Dumb racks got the bag going stupid up. Showing out when we show up. Pop champagne with my showguns. Hella money is the motive. Own ship in the campaign slogan. We showing out when we show up. Pop champagne with my showguns. Hella money is the motive. Own ship in the campaign.